T-minus 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got the bump. Mac Q.
I'm still recovering. That was amazing. Once again, we're gonna ignite first the Center 13 engines. You can see that coming up here momentarily.
Engines in startup.
This is going to come down to 3 engines as the booster slows down for its landing. And we just heard the sonic boom. What an incredible sight to see the super heavy booster gliding down into the chopstick arms once again.
And we just saw some engines go out. It looks like we are losing attitude control of the ship. Can confirm we did lose contact with the ship. Does look like we lost telemetry.
Ship 36 just blew up. Ship 36 just blew up. It just blew up.
T-minus 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got the ball. Mac Q.
I'm still recovering. That was amazing. Once again, we're going to ignite first the Center 13 engines. To see that coming up here momentarily.
Engines and startup.
This is going to come down to 3 engines as the booster slows down for its. And we just heard the sonic boom. What an incredible sight to see the super heavy booster gliding down into the chopstick arms once again.
Thank you very much, booster.
We just saw some engines go out. It looks like we are losing attitude control of the ship. Can confirm we did lose contact with the ship. Does look like we lost telemetry.
T-minus 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got the buffer. Mac Q.
I'm still recovering. That was amazing. Once again, we're going to ignite first the Center 13 engines. To see that coming up here momentarily.
Engines in startup.
This is going to come down to 3 engines as the booster slows down for its. And we just heard the sonic boom. What an incredible sight to see the super heavy booster gliding down into the chopstick arms once again.
And we just saw some engines go out. It looks like we are losing attitude control of the ship. Can confirm we did lose contact with the ship. Does look like we lost telemetry.
God.
Ship 36 just blew up. Ship 36 just blew up. It just blew up.
T-minus 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mac Q.
I'm still recovering. That was amazing. Once again, we're going to ignite first the Center 13 engines. You can see that coming up here momentarily.
Engines in startup.
This is going to come down to 3 engines as the booster slows down for its... And we just heard the sonic boom. What an incredible to see the super heavy booster gliding down into the chopstick arms once again.
And we just saw some engines go out. It looks like we are losing attitude control of the ship. Can confirm we did lose contact with the ship.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
We're
Happy
live.
Sunday. Here we
It's
are.
Sunday, and
Hey, Shannon's in the house.
Shannon is in the house. Let's see if we can bring him up. Let's see. Where is he? Hang in there just a second, Shannon. You changed your location as you switched from one to another, so I got to stick you back in here. So hang in there 1 second, Shannon. Shannon is here. He's going to be with us for the launch. So I'm excited about
Exciting.
this.
I mean, it's
This is
Sunday and all, but this is exciting.
this is pretty big. There's Shannon. I mean, we were there waiting to see this on the 4th and on the 3rd and on the 5th and the but it didn't happen. So, anyways, welcome, Shannon.
We are happy you're here.
Yeah, we are happy that you are here. I think your audio should be working now. I think we're good. Go ahead and say something, Shannon.
Oh,
Now we're getting an echo for some reason. So let's see what that echo is. I don't know. Let's see. Guys, in the chat, let me know if Shannon is echoing for you. All right, go ahead and say something, Shannon. There you go. Yeah, it didn't.
yes.
All right. So is there an echo for you, Shannon? I mean for everybody out there, are they hearing an echo? You guys getting an echo? No audio for Shannon at all? Oh wow. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. See what the story is. Um let's see. All right. Why are we not getting audio for Shannon?
I don't know.
We'll work you out here, Shannon. Hang in there. Just hit refresh on there, see if that pops up. Let's see.
My God. If anybody can hear me.
Just so you guys know, before we even get too deep into this, and we're working out audio for Shannon, Elon's going to be going live with a technical update in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So we're going to switch over to Elon as soon as he goes live. And then also, of course, once SpaceX goes live, we'll jump in and listen to them too. So you won't just hear us here. So we'll give commentary, but that's kind of how we'll kind of break it down. So let's see here. What is the story? I don't know yet. It could be. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out why, but I don't know.
If you
Let's
guys
see.
can hear me, I can't type anything on the chat yet because my chat window is not working.
So hang in
hang
there.
in there.
Always have to have technical issues, right?
It's every time.
There always has to be technical
Every
issues.
time.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Shannon, go ahead and talk real quick. Let me see if you're coming.
1098-765-4321 launch.
Okay, I'm not getting an echo this time. How about you guys? Can you hear Shannon? Let me
Can you
know
hear me
in the
now?
chat. Yes. All right. So you are back, Shannon. Thank you for being
Okay.
here. And like I said, guys, Shannon and I were in Boca Chica. We were at the Margaritaville, where you see all of the footage, like coming from, or a lot of it. And it just didn't go off, obviously. So now, 20 days later, Shannon,
I'm
we're
glad
going
we
up.
didn't stay.
That would be a very long stay at Margaritaville. We'd be broke. I don't even know.
That wouldn't have been a bad vacation.
Yeah.
But, you know.
20 days. We like burnt. We wouldn't
Yeah.
have any liquids in us. It was so
Yeah.
freaking hot. It was
It was-
unbelievably
yeah.
hot.
It was a
Stifling
beautiful
hot.
location, a beautiful beach. But that probably was worse than like a San Felipe in Mexico. The humidity and heat there is horrible. South
Horrible.
Padre Island is ranking right up there, if not even worse. So
Yeah.
I do
No,
not
it's-
regret
Yeah,
at all.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
if you guys haven't went over and taken the poll, go to youtube.com/JCristina, go into the community area and take the poll. There's a poll in there. It says, will IFT-10 RUD, rapid unplanned disassembly? Will it RUD, yes or no? So far we have 22% saying yes it's going to blow up, and 78% says no. I like that. That's really
I'm a
good.
no. This is going to be a successful launch. Now, will they be able to complete all of their tests that they plan on doing? It would be a nice if they were able to finally,
Yeah.
I know we all want to see some fake satellites coming out of that Pez dispenser. That would be an awesome sight. So
It would really be good. It would really be good. I mean, for me, that's what I'm looking for. I want to see those Starlink satellites come out there, or duds, not really Starlink satellites. I want to see those come out. But we haven't. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on. I put together kind of like a short list, which isn't so short. I I've read some of it off to Shannon. Shannon's like, yeah, that's not too short there, Joe. That's a little bit of a long
a
list.
novel.
Yeah, that's a little bit long, but I'll go through some of it. So there you go. I think we're in. Um, so before we get into this list, let's say hello to some folks here, real quick.
They are
There's
stating that your audio is low, by the way.
My audio's low. Okay, I like to hear it. Okay, so let's go ahead and increase that audio. There we go.
There you go.
So now you probably can hear me a little better. I like to definitely get this audio right before we even start. Wes Downer, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Shannon, thank you. We have, who else do we have here? We have Peter in the house. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that super chat. Alan Hart, thank you for the super chat. Bear in mind, YouTube doesn't allow us to go back in the chat, only so far, and then that's it. It just dies. That's just how it is. It's horrible. But for some reason, YouTube just, the billions that they make, they can't spend it on, some basic UI and some software that actually works. That's just simply how it is. Anyways, thank you, Shannon, for all of those gifted memberships. If you guys got a gifted membership from Shannon, please say thank you. He helps out the channel a ton. And, it's very hard to even say thank you because it's just, there's so much that he does. Peter Gosling with 20 gifted memberships. Thank you, Peter. There's another 20 of you guys out there that received gifted memberships from Peter. Please say thank you to him. Let him know that you appreciate that. I appreciate you, Peter. Thank you also for everything that you do. I'm actually watching YouTube, the screen, and it says, "Oh, we're having problems. Do you want to wait or refresh the page?"
That's awesome.
It's like, what is that? What are you talking about? Wait or refresh the page? I don't even know. Anyways, so let's say thank you. You want to jump in there and
I really can't jump in here
You can't?
because this thing is all over the place.
Is it?
and I'm
Okay,
trying
so
to
let me
figure
just
it out
go.
right now. So
Yeah,
if
let me
you
just
see it,
go.
then go for it.
Yeah, let me just
Hey,
go.
guys.
Let me just go into saying hello to a few people here. We got Malcolm in the house. Who else do we have? Buster. I'm just going to go through real quick. Amy is in the house. Who else do we have here going down the list? Man, there's a lot of people in here already. That's nice. I love to see it. And look at this. Look at mine. Mine just went snap.
Yeah,
We're
so
done.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're
So
snap done. I'm snap done.
yeah, it's it just died. It just died. Okay, we're back. Ricky Joe, thank you for being here. Alan Hart, as I said before. Craig B. Carl is here. Let me see. Eric is here. Brad. Let's see. Welsh and Sun Farms, thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try pushing it by going backwards in the chat, or it'll just die again. Yeah, it literally said snap. We're having problems. Please reload the page.
Okay.
Like, what is
So
that?
where'd you leave off? Brad Allison?
Yeah, wherever you want to go.
Okay, Craig B, Carl Sr., Ricky Joe, Alan Hart, hello, Indrani Hightower. Eric McGann, how are you? I feel like I've seen you, Welch and Sun Farm. We are back from Friday night, and it is Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, old man on the hill. Woo woo. Robot Andy, sorry.
Robot Andy.
So yeah, we're here. We're ready.
Yes.
A T minus how long? Ooh, like 14 minutes
Yes.
before Elon goes live.
Yeah, about
So is
14
he
minutes.
going to be live on X or
Yes.
like?
He's going to be live on X, and we're just going to put him in here immediately as soon as he goes live. So I'm monitoring on one of the other monitors here. So as soon as he pops in, if I don't see it fast enough, you guys in the chat say, "Hey, Elon is here," and I'll put him in so we can listen to him Let me
Sweet.
go ahead and
Sorry, I'm multitasking.
you
so.
you go ahead and multitask. Let me see if we can bring there we go. He's back in. Let's see. As far as this, I want to make sure that we can bring that in. No problem. Let's see. Yes, here we are waiting. So for me, local time, X says 6:55. So that means we're still going to go when it comes to IFT-10. It's still a go for 6:55, which is kind of nice. Can't complain about that. That's for sure. That is good. That is good.
So what's the plan? They're supposed to launch. What are they launching?
Yeah, so well, we have IFT-10 is going to
I'm
go,
asking
but they're
because I'm
doing
not up to par on this, like as much as obviously.
yeah, so let me just bring this up real quick so you guys can see this. On the upper right-hand corner, you can see that is Lab Padres camera, whereas the lower right-hand corner is NSF, their coverage, what they're
Gotcha.
doing right now. I'll kind of flip-flop between this and us, and of course
That's
we
cool.
have Shannon down there and us. So
Shannon, this is like a party, but I'm so sad we're so far away.
I
Yeah.
know.
And I'm looking at this live feed over here, thinking, God, I wish we were there. You know.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Ugh.
and it's funny when I look at that feed from Lab Padre. I mean, we were there. We were at
Yeah.
that, right at that exact location.
Listen, everything happens for a reason. So you know what? Let's keep hope alive for Florida. You can travel down this way.
Yeah, yeah. So, hopefully, yeah, we're going to see now what Fab's talking about is there's going to be, let's say, a Starbase 2, let's call it. It's not really, but we can call it that, out of the Space Coast here, out of Florida, out of Cape Canaveral or Kennedy Space Center. So that'll be really great because they're going to be launching a lot of the Starships right out of Florida, the commercial ones, and they're going to keep doing the prototyping and all that out of Texas, but they're going to be barging equipment, rockets, and all parts and stuff. They're going to be barging them from Texas right around the lower portion of Florida, in between at the lower Keys, and then all the way back up to Kennedy Space Center, which is really interesting that they're going to be doing that.
And
So,
they will be
and they
doing
will
a lot
do it.
more because they're right there. I mean,
Yeah, so they'll just be
how
going
crazy is
back
that?
and forth, back and forth. So, very, very interesting for sure. Anyways, let me just make sure Elon is not on. Nope, it still says,
check right now.
yeah, it still says that it's going to be live according to what X is saying at 6 p.m. local time. It was 5 p.m., but they pushed it forward. So 11 minutes for Elon until he goes live. All right.
I hate Facebook. I hate YouTube.
I
I
I feel you. I feel you.
I gotta reload the. Ugh.
Yes.
You got to reload it? Yeah. I
And
mean,
for added fun, Joe has me on this old computer, just
just
for
to
an
make it
extra
even
little,
worse.
little extra special Sunday happiness.
Just to make it absolutely worse. Yeah. So,
It's
anyways,
a challenge.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see here. I just want to make sure.
Adrani Hightower, no Rudd today.
No, let's hope not. No Rudd, no Rudd, no Rudd. That would be ideal. Okay, so yeah, we're ready. So whenever he goes live, I should be able to swap over to him without a problem. So that's good.
Nice.
While you're doing you and getting, do you want to say,
And type?
why is that?
I don't know. I made
Oh.
it bigger, but
No, it's too big, basically.
no, the typing thing isn't there.
Oh wow! Oh,
It
gotta love
disappeared.
that. I love that.
Okay, see, so it wasn't me.
So yeah, that's maybe because we have to do this.
Oh well, that's you, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right, so you know what? Real quick, let everyone know, Shannon, our time over there in by the base. What did you think about it? Just give us a little bit of your thoughts when you were there. What did you think about it?
Hot.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean
Way too hot,
besides the
right?
obvious?
Yeah, besides the simple and obvious.
I believe it's a perfect area for what they're doing. Meaning that the property that they're on is remote.
Right.
They've got room to expand if that's what they want to do.
Right. Right.
They are able to choke down access easily if they
Because
need
there's only
to.
one. There's like one lane coming in. That's it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They're literally less than a mile away from the Mexico border.
Right.
South Padre Island is cool. That whole area is cool. It's not a big metro area by any means.
Right.
But they have all of your regular restaurants that you could ever want.
Oh yeah.
As far as rooms go, there's plenty of rooms there. It's a nice place to visit. I just wouldn't go in August. So
Yeah, it was just way. Just use this for now. It's
Okay.
and
YouTube
even
is
if
having
I
a
had
problem.
researched that beforehand, it wouldn't have mattered. I'd
Yeah. No,
I'd
I
suck it up and
agree.
do it.
No.
But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
if there's 5 launches in a year and I got to choose which month, it wouldn't be August again. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what does this say? It says pre-recording. What does that mean? Let's see what they got going on here. Technical update. It says, hold on just a second.
Is this
Got
like
it.
new stuff that they're implementing? Like, because was it like this last time?
Hold on. Let me see if this will
I hate when they
actually.
do that.
Yeah, so if you guys go to x.com and then over on SpaceX's site, they have the technical update, but it says pre-recording. So I wonder if he's not going to actually do it live, or what is he going to do? That is the
Probably
strange.
pre-recorded because I mean I didn't think about that. That way if he makes a mistake, they can fix it. So that'll be something to watch for to see if there's any clipping going on in those videos.
Yeah, right. Very interesting. Let me see here. I'm gonna see if there
Okay,
is
quick
a.
question.
Go ahead.
HCL double X Cisco or sick site. I'm sorry. It's Sunday. You know who you are, Psycho. With this launch, are they adding more satellites or is this launch for something else?
So this launch is going to be a test launch, just like all the other IFTs. But IFT-7, IFT-8, and IFT-9 ended in a RUD, right? So they blew up. This one, hopefully it doesn't blow up. And if it doesn't blow up, we might actually see something good transpire here. But kind of have to play it by ear and see what ends up happening, because as some people are saying, yes, it's going to be, it's going to be a good launch, and then other people are saying, I don't know. So I don't know. For me, I have a feeling that they will probably hold this launch if there's even a little bit of a hint of a problem. That's what I think. So, guys, I went over to, and just so everyone knows what's going
quick.
on here.
Shannon did
Oh,
a
go ahead.
super chat.
Thank you,
My
Shannon.
official purple hair light. It's frizzy hair light. Do you
Frizzy
know
hair
how hot
light?
it is today over here? And it's about to storm like no other. So my hair was growing as I was driving here. My God. Thank you very much. Share, subscribe, like, and as Mo would say, confess. We take it all.
Yes, confess, guys. That's right.
I don't know where the confessions will go, but hey, we're here for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking at the weather radar right now, and
Is it
you
bad?
guys have like 5 or 6 hours worth of storms heading your way.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a lot coming in our direction. So just so you know, like how screwy things are, right now to get into Starship technical update, it comes up and it says, you are not currently authorized to join this space. So it's just been like kind of an issue all day.
Wait, with us or with
Yeah, no, with
with them?
this, yeah. So,
With X?
Shannon, if you goes or if guys go to x.com, matter of fact,
I am on X.
I will stick it in here, guys, so that you can see where we are. x.com/SpaceX. Okay. And if you just don't take the pinned one at the top, but take the one underneath it for spaces, and click on that, okay, and see if you are getting anything. because for me, we're getting the same nonsense. It's basically saying, "Hey, you're not authorized," which who knows what the hell that even what that even means. What that probably means is there's so many people that are connected that it can only handle so many. That's the only thing I can think of. I really I don't know.
That's just me.
I'm in
Are you
x.com forward
Yeah, I'm in
slash
too, Joey.
are you in?
I / broadcast / 1YOKMPR whatever. So
Yeah.
I've got a still picture of ship 37.
Yeah.
or
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
38, whatever
But
the
now
hell it is.
if you click on that link, the 1PU whatever it is, if you click on that link, it'll say Starship technical update.
Starship's 10th flight test starting August 24th,
No, no,
3:55
no, no. The
p.m.
one underneath it.
here.
Yeah, not the flight test, but underneath that. The one
Yeah,
that's the technical
I'm actually in it.
no,
This
not that one.
no,
It says watch Starship's 10th flight test.
right here.
Yeah, no, not that one. The one underneath it.
Tune
This
in
one.
before the
Yes, that
launch
one.
for
Click on
technical
that.
updates. All right.
Yeah, that's the one.
It
It
is.
Yeah, it
says to
says
play.
oh, there you go. So now
it
we know
ended.
what happened. So yes, it says it was canceled, and that's why I was not able to get in. So what that means is this happened once before with the last flight. I have a feeling. So Elon did this just before the last flight, and they canceled it. They canceled the flight. So that doesn't bode well for me because normally Elon would, if he says he's going to go live at 5 and then he goes and he pushes it back to 6, which he just did. And now 6 comes around and I'm not able to get in, nor is anyone else because the event was canceled. That means that he's not doing a technical update at all. That doesn't bode well. So, as of right now, we can just stick with the idea that we are going to supposedly go live at 6:55 local time with the launch. That's all that we know
I'm glad I
as of right
ready.
now.
Hold my beer.
Right.
Yes, you can pop your beer because it's going to be I don't know what is going on. Not a beer, a bubbly drink.
Sorry, it's an Oktoberfestness.
It's an yes, it's an Oktoberfest Coca-Cola.
Woo.
Anyways, guys, so all right, let me just go and make sure we're still everything is in kind of in line waiting. Obviously, this isn't happening. Elon pulled the plug on this, which is fine. It's okay. But like I said, that doesn't bode well. Normally, he does not pull the plug on these technical updates unless there is something technical that is an update. And it's not going to be
There's
updated.
still stuff to talk about. It's not like he's grabbing
Yes.
a wrench and running out there and working on the ship.
Right. And that's one of the things, no, and that's one of the things that a lot of people kind of get upset about because they kind of still want to hear from him.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I'm
6:55 Florida time or local time. This is when it's going to be going up. So that's when they're going to go live, let's say. It is now 5:59, so within 1 hour. So we have 1 hour to kind of converse, hang out, go through questions. What I want to do before we get into any questions is I want to let you guys know what you can expect for today. Because some of you guys, listen, like you said, Fab, you don't know, like what's going to happen. What is this, what is this all about? So some of you guys know and some of you don't. I wrote a bunch of different things that they're working on. I'm going to go through them very quickly. All right. As quickly as I read them to Shannon, which he said was too fast. But just so you know what's going on, if you understand it or if you have a question on anything that I say, let me know. But I know a lot of you guys are here and you don't know about this IFT and these test flights and what's going on. Anyways, so with this specific flight, all right, it's set for today. Obviously, it's going to be a suborbital trajectory, S-37. When you hear me say S-37, that is ship 37. That is the ship, the Starship that's on the top of Super Heavy, the top portion. S-37 targets a suborbital path with a controlled splashdown in the Indian Ocean, unlike the orbital attempts of IFT-7, 8, and 9, which obviously exploded. Booster objectives. This is a B-16. That's the booster or the Super Heavy B-16. Will perform a soft splashdown in the Gulf of America, testing a directional flap and engine out landing burn with one center engine disabled, replaced by a mid-ring engine. So they're cutting an engine, basically, one of those fully articulating engines, which allow them to line themselves up perfectly, basically testing if they do have an engine out, are they going to be able to still land on Mechazilla, or are they going to have to abort the damn thing and land it in the ocean? This is a really, really, really important test, and hopefully this goes over well. They're also going to come in an extreme trajectory, extreme attack. So they're going to be cutting through the air really quickly. They're going to be coming down really fast, and at the last minute, flipping it back over, once again, to use less and less fuel. That's the whole idea, is to be able to come in as hot, as fast as possible, flip it, burn, and then land. The upper stage, which is that S-37, aims to achieve objectives failed in IFT-7, propellant leak. IFT-7 was the propellant leak. IFT-8 was the aft explosion, and IFT-9 was a fuel tank pressurization failure. Just so you guys know the order of events and why they all failed after 6 to 8 minutes. Payload deployment. S-37 will deploy 8 Starlink satellite mass simulators. They're not going to be the version 3 Starlink satellites that we would like to see up there, but they're going to be mass simulators, meaning that they're going to be about 45,000, or 4,500 pounds, I think, each. They're heavy. They're big. These mass simulators are going to look kind of like satellites. The goal unmet in IFT-7, 8, and 9 due to what? The explosions. Raptor engine relight. S-37 will attempt a single Raptor engine relight in space, critical for control entry, unachieved obviously in prior flights. It's also very important for interspace travel. You need to be able to, with these vacuum engines, you need to be able to light in space, okay? The vacuum of space. If not, you're kind of screwed. So that's very important. Also, heat shield design. The S-37 features a new generation ceramic tile, stronger and less prone to cracking, addressing IFT-9's reentry disintegration, which is nice. Also, active cooling tiles. I talk to you guys about this all the time. Testing metallic tile with active cooling using liquid or gas to improve heat shield performance. Not tested in IFT-7, 8, or 9, obviously, due to failure. Metallic tile experiments. Multiple metallic tiles test as cheaper, easier to produce alternative to the ceramic tiles, untested, obviously, in prior flights. Also, they're going to be leaving out a bunch of these tiles. You're going to see empty spots here and there. That's also for stress testing. Numerous heat shield tiles removed and stress test vulnerabilities in these certain areas to see if it ends up causing it to explode. They have sensors there to see how hot it really gets in those areas. Very important also for data. Remember, everything that they're doing today is for data. The more data that they get, the quicker that they can not only iterate, but now innovate into block 3. This is important to collect as much data as possible. They also have smoother edge tiles. This is something very cool. The taper to the tile edges to reduce hot spots seen in IFT-6 to improve reentry survivability. I like that. So they're tapering each of the tiles. That's kind of cool. The connection fitting, they're changed too. I'm not going to get into that one. That kind of gets into a little bit too detailed stuff that people aren't going to know about. Flap design. This is important. I talked to you guys about this before. Instead of the flaps being at 180 degrees right across from each other, they're tucked in like a bird tucks in, right, to cut through the air or cut through the atmosphere. They're sitting, instead of 180, they're sitting at about 140. So as it's coming in hot, it's not going to melt. That's fine. Or
People are
burn up.
asking what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's NFS on the lower right-hand corner. NSF, they're doing their podcast or their show right now. And then on the upper right-hand side, you can see Lab Padre. That is a live shot from Lab Padre's cameras. The final couple of things here are, number one, the cryogenic system that the S-37 underwent cryogenic testing on May 2025 at Massey, and that ended up being fine. Whereas if you remember in my video that I had running, the Ship 36, during cryo testing, when it was fully filled with LOX or liquid oxygen, it went boom. without being lit. It just exploded. That also gave them a ton of feedback to rebuild a certain something in the cone. Anyway, so this is some of the things that they're going to be working on. They're going to be working on some of these methane leaks and some other attitude control issues that they had in past flights. So that's kind of the skinny. There's a lot more going on, but that's the skinny. So I'll leave it to you. Give any kind of questions that come up. Let me know.
Hold on. There is Speed Racer.
How you doing, Speed Racer?
Dun, 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 dun.
I just want to see the demo satellites deploy and Starship not blow up.
Yes.
Oh,
Likewise.
the hill. Are we going to meet at the Cracker Barrel after the launch? I'm
That'd be
down
awesome.
for Cracker Barrel.
I could do some Cracker Barrel. You see the new Cracker Barrel? What the hell are they doing?
Yeah, that's
The new Cracker Barrel has been sterilized. And if you don't know what I mean, go look at some images. Look at their logo. Look at images of the internals of the new improved Cracker Barrel. And if you are a Cracker Barrel fan, you're going to be like, what the hell did they do? Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah,
Don't
they
get
just.
me started, Joe.
I know. It's Sunday.
I'm trying
Sunday.
so hard.
This ain't no Free Speech Friday now.
Why?
It's not out.
Shannon,
You don't want me to get lit.
It's an extension of TGIF, Free Speech Friday. I'm just saying it's Sunday. Like,
Okay.
know.
You know what? You want to let it rip? Just let it rip.
I'm
all
just
right.
saying, John Wolf, the only thing that you can do is you can go right up to the ship. Ellie in space yesterday, they went right up to the ship.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured because the launch is happening and everything's going on, they wouldn't allow people to.
It wasn't until about 2 hours ago when they evacuated everyone from the beach.
Gotcha.
And
So
we
they
were
still able
yeah,
to do
like
that.
like Shannon and myself, we were standing on the sand dunes basically right there, like a football field away from the OLM. So right there from the tower, from Pad
Gotcha.
B. They actually call it Pad 1 now instead of Pad A or Pad B. They call it Pad 1 and Pad 2. I don't know why, but that's what they do. So we were there right next to Pad 1. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Welsh and Son Farm said, do not go into the Shenlong discussion. And
Yes, the Shenlong.
let's see. John also said Elon does this. He probably isn't there. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
He's
there for these launches.
And he's kind of like posting stuff about Grok and AI. So I don't know. I haven't looked at the timestamp, but
Yeah, I mean, usually he's there.
Buster and Phyllis, do you think the landing will still be in daylight? Probably not if they keep pushing it.
Yeah, because remember as long as it goes off on time, we'll have plenty of light still. And remember,
Booster, yeah.
yeah, for the booster, you're looking at
Yeah.
what is it, like 6 minutes or something, 5 minutes, and the booster's back. I mean, it's pretty quick.
It's been quicker.
It has been quicker. Yeah, like the last couple of ships ended up tumbling out of control. I remember we were looking at it. I think it was like IFT-10 or IFT-9. I'm like, oh look, the Earth keeps moving in this direction. I wonder why that is. And the guys are still talking. Oh, everything is okay and everything's nominal. It's like, no, the damn thing is tumbling out of control. What are you talking about? So let's not see that this time. No tumbling out of control.
Not. Phil's camping. Hello all. What's happening? Just woke up. Just in time, Phil.
Good morning.
In time. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Indrani. What is a COPV?
A what?
COPV.
I don't know. They're talking about that capsule that they worked on. That's what basically it exploded because that ended up being weak, so they replaced it. I forgot what the term goes. I'll look it up. I'll let you know in just a second. Basically, they actually improved on it, made it thicker, so we ended up with, I think the last time it ended up with cracks, and that's when it went boom and all that. But yeah, I'll look that up for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it, babe. That's
Oh wow.
We're just,
Okay.
we're hanging
Shannon,
out
what do you
here
think?
on
Do you think that
Sunday.
this thing is going to go up? Do you think this is going to work?
I mean, Shannon, I hope it better does because I hurried up from Marshall's to get here on time. I'm being pissed.
Jeez. Well, then you know.
I had things that I could have shopped for.
I'm still a go for launch over here.
You're go for launch? Okay.
I'm go for launch. Look, I'm ready to go in 3,
Yeah.
2. So if anybody's wondering why I'm wearing these dorky headsets, I had my beats in, and while Joe and I were talking off the air, and my audio went out, and so I'm like, well, whatever, put it away, plug it back in, and had audio again, lost audio. I don't have any old school wired head earphones or anything else like that, but I'm gonna get some now. So I have to do this because if I put Joe on my external speaker, it could reverb back.
Yeah, you don't want to
into,
see that. Yeah.
we don't want to do a composite overwrapped pressure vessel. Would that
Yes,
be
that's
it?
exactly
Okay.
right. Yeah, composite overwrapped pressure.
Would you
It's
like me to
basically.
read off the definition? Or
Yeah, go
would you
ahead.
like?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Can you
A
put a clock?
COPV, there I go looking at myself again. A COPV or composite overwrapped pressure vessel is a high strength
Just a regular
container
clock.
designed to
Like a
store
timer.
fluids or gases at high
Mm.
pressures. These
See, that's
vessels are
the-
notable for their lightweight construction, making them ideal for
Counts, okay.
applications
Yeah.
where weight is a critical factor, like in Starship.
Yes.
Yes, such as in aerospace and automotive industries. So that's the short.
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah,
can
that's
you
the, that's
elaborate?
the kind of like the skinny. So the changes they made, it's like thicker. You know, they also reduced the pressure in the COPV, because I think the pressures were I think it just cracked. It blew up. So they did that. They reduced the pressure, so the pressures aren't as much. They also enhanced the protocols, the inspection protocols, to make sure that they're good, make sure things are are well. And they did also have, like, they installed like a protective cover over this thing, almost like a shielding or something, which they didn't have before, which is kind of cool. And they're going to be doing more proof testing on this going forward, which is important because, see, the thing is you're dealing with very, very high pressures, and that's all you need is one little crack. And in this case, there was no fire. It literally just blew under pressure. And when, that's all you need is two pieces of metal during an explosion to just rub together like that. And now all of a sudden you have a fully loaded Ship 36, all of the liquid oxygen going up. And as you can see in the video, I mean, it was a massive explosion, not a little explosion. And that's why Massey got so damaged, and they ended up having to,
They're down there.
yeah, and they had to retrofit the OLM with quick connects and all the other kind of crap so that they can actually put Ship 37 on the OLM to test fire it. So that one time they test fired one Raptor engine. The next time they test fired all 6 Raptor engines. Then the next time they did a spin test on it, and then so anyways, then they had to take it all apart again and then refit it so that the Super Heavy now can sit on top of the OLM instead of being a test site for Ship 37. So anyways, when we saw that, I know I told Shannon. Shannon's like, that's pretty ballsy to do that, because if that thing was to blow up like it did at Massey, it would have taken out, pad 1 or pad A, however you want to look at it, completely. And now they would have been screwed for like months. So anyways, go ahead, Fat.
No, just a couple comments. Joe Cram, I'm surprised they don't launch beta satellites instead of dummy loads.
Yeah, yeah, I would probably say the thing is they need to get the satellites. Okay, so there's a lot of things that go into it. Those satellites need to be able to get from the altitude that they are releasing them at, and that release altitude is not high enough. They wouldn't have enough propellant to get to the location where they need to be. That's like number one. In my personal opinion, they don't need to get to 550 anymore, 530. I think they're going to be right around 5 or 330, 340. Don't quote me. Yeah, you can quote me. It's fine. So anyway, so that's one of the reasons. There's other reasons why they do it, but
Phil's Camping is saying they're saying in the news here that this will be the largest rocket ever to launch.
it is.
And
That's what she
100%.
said.
That's what she said.
oh my god. And Carl Sr., my attention span is stretched to the maximum. So many kids all around, and I'm trying to also keep up here. LOL. Carl, where are you? What are you
A
doing?
lot of kids, Carl. What are you doing, Carl?
Ricky Joe said this better go up. He skipped his church service for this.
Oh, there you go.
I'm here for you.
Hey, we're at T-minus 40, about 40 minutes, people. 40 minutes when
Alan-
they're going to pick up coverage. SpaceX.
Alan Hart said, what about the diffuser at the top of the tank?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on with the diffuser, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I've been hearing there's like the thing is like when you hear like what they're doing, sometimes you really know and sometimes you don't. It's kind of hearsay, and you know, that's one of the reasons why I really was interested in hearing what Elon had to say today, because it was going to be a technical update, whereas he was going to lay on the line exactly what went wrong in the past. Not that we don't know already, but he would, put it out there for the media, exactly what went wrong, the things that they corrected, what to expect on today's launch, where are they going moving forward, what is the likelihood maybe of us actually getting the first rockets launched to Mars by 2026, which is the deadline. If you guys don't know it, I've talked to you guys before. There's a deadline. There's a window, a launch window every 780 days. And then that launch window is 56 days. So after every 780 days, you have 56 days in that time to actually launch. If you don't, you will miss Mars. So you can't, you'll be basically floating out in the middle of nowhere. There's very little way to like turn around and come home. I mean, you can, but you'd have to go through a different method and kind of swing it and wing it back. But anyways, you don't want to do that. So if you miss it, you can't launch. So 2026 is going to be the time when they need to launch. And the question is, are they going to be able to do it? And I want to hear from Elon. Do they think so? This has really set them back. All right. Block 2 has been a thorn in their side, the pebble in their shoe for 6-7 months now, or it's been forever. It's just you had IFT-7 blew up, IFT-8 blew up, IFT-9 blew up. Then they had the Ship 36 sitting on the pad in Massey, blew up. Then they just tested 37. They had a dud Raptor that they had to replace. Then they had to throw it on again, and then test it again. And it's just like problem after problem after problem. And at the beginning, they didn't have this many problems ever since Block 2. That's why I've always said, Block 2 needs to go. And they're going to launch this one. It'll be Block 2. I personally think they need to stop Block 2 and take this, their Ship 38 and just stick it in a museum, stick it on like a graveyard somewhere so people can see it in 30 years and be like, oh, this is what it looked like, and not even bother with it and just move into Block 3. But that's just me, I don't work for them. I'm just, based on the amount of negativity, like I said, it has been the pebble in the shoe for so long. They need to break away from that. So today I wouldn't say it's like make it or break it, but I'm telling you, they are definitely looking at it and looking at it hard and being very, very, they're scrutinizing it a lot. They're looking at it, making sure everything is perfect before they launch. If the weather is even slightly off, they're going to pull it and they're going to do it tomorrow or whatever. They're just not. It's too many issues, in my personal opinion. So what do you think about that, Shannon, anyways? What do you think that they're like, will they just go? Because, Elon he likes letting shit rip. Okay. He's like, let's let it go. What do you think?
No, I don't think so, because I just have this feeling that these last several months, I think the criticism might be getting to Elon a little bit. So
I have to agree. I think he's getting a little salty.
His pride, because I mean, he's always been on point with everything. Everything seems to work out. Then he has, 3 ships in a row. The whole political side of it that a very small minority of the country didn't like. Right. Yes, I went there. And
go there.
I think there's going to be a extra attention on this launch to make sure that it goes perfectly. So there's going to be some caution, I think, here.
I agree.
I think there's more eyes on the game, so to speak, than normal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even people that are fans at this point are like, Elon, you need to, this thing needs to work. I mean, it doesn't matter if you listen to the folks over there at Lab Padre or you listen to the folks over at NSF or whatever. Those are great people over there that have spent a lot of money at getting coverage and putting cameras down and buying plots of land and all kinds of shit. So definitely support those people over there. But you listen to them and they'll say the exact same thing. I mean, we're fans, but this is it's like enough's enough. They really need to get this thing right this time. This is it's a lot. It's a lot. Shannon, thank you so much for those free gifted
Yes.
memberships. So thank you so much for
Yeah,
that.
because Mo's not here apparently again.
What is going on with Mo?
It's the weekend, you guys.
I know. It's okay, Mo.
It's Sunday. But if you received a membership from Shannon, please reach out and say thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh, they're turning that. Look at that top one there, Joe. They're turning the camera. They just went past your little favorite jumper thing. What was it called?
Oh, yes. The hopper, guys.
The hopper. Yeah. See how they're turning the camera around?
Yeah. The hopper is the coolest thing. When you look at it, it literally looks exactly like the spacecraft that you play in the game. What is it called again? What is it called? Man, the 80s game. What is that? What is something launch something? What is it called?
Oh, I forgot.
Where you actually take that little hopper thing and you land it. What the heck is it called? Man. Oh, look at this.
I don't know.
YouTube died again. It says, "Oh, snap." Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
Thank
you guys, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. So
YouTube's
if I
a
miss a
hot
comment
mess.
or a question, just
So
retype
let
it
me,
in.
yeah, let me tell you something. So when Joe finished up doing his pictures and everything from the beach while we were there, we were heading back up the road. And Joe said, "Oh, look, it's the hopper." And I said, "What is that? What is he talking about?" I said, "Dude, that's a water tank."
Oh, no. Oh, it's
I
Lunar
didn't
Lander.
know.
Guys, it's Lunar Lander. That's
Yeah,
it. Lunar
to me it
Lander.
looked like a big water tank, and I'm like, look, the legs are attached to the ground, and those are water lines or whatever. Because I wasn't really following SpaceX early on
Yeah.
Right.
with that
Yeah.
stuff. I started really getting into it when they were successfully landing the Falcon rockets.
Right.
That's what I'm like, whoa, that's cool. So
That
I didn't know.
reminds me of the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not a Watahita.
It's not the Watahita.
It's a Tuma.
Yeah, it's not the Tuma.
You're welcome for the memberships, guys. My pleasure.
Gary said, "Water tower can fly."
Yes, the water tower can hop. That's actually how they started with the whole Falcon thing and being able to get something up at a good, decent altitude and then land it. They kind of crashed it a few times, but eventually they were able to land it. And then that kind of moved on until finally we see like the Falcon 9 landing on a drone ship, a fully autonomous drone ship in the middle of the ocean, over and over and over. And we didn't even think about it. It's like, oh yeah, look, there's the Falcon 9. It just landed exactly on the target, on the back of a drone ship. And now the drone ship just, ferries it, tugs it back to shore. And then it gets refurbished and it launches again. Some of these, Falcon 9 rockets have been, used over and over and over 10 plus times.
20
So
plus times.
it's amazing,
I
absolutely
believe there's
amazing.
one or two that are doing 20 or
20 now.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing to me.
So that Lunar Lander reminds me of like a cyberpunk, the movie Wild Wild West. Where he made that big steam. I don't know. It just when I look at that thing, that it just kind of reminds me of that kind of stuff. But
similar, definitely similar for sure. Let's see here. We are at T minus about, let's see, 35, 45, 55. So we got, what is it, about maybe 15 minutes or so. Yeah, about 15 minutes until SpaceX is going to pick up and start doing some coverage. And we're going to play them and we're going to shut up and let them talk a little bit. and then we'll kind of come in and out, in and out. Sadly, we didn't get to see Elon, so there was no Elon
Update.
update, which is kind of, the technical update is something that we really wanted to hear, but who knows?
So wait, so what time
Maybe
is
he'll
it
record it.
supposed to? What was the time?
So it's right now our time, local time, about 6:30, and at 6:55 is when the SpaceX will come live.
6:55.
Yeah.
Eastern?
So yes, that's Eastern time.
Gotcha.
So we will see. We will see. Unless something happens, weather permitting. Matter of
Checking.
fact, yeah, I was gonna say, are you checking on weather over there? Let me know how weather looks over Boca Chica. Because there was some cells that were coming in and out, in and out. It was pouring there. Matter of fact, where we were at Margaritaville, there was some
This is
images. Yeah, there was some images from Margaritaville pointing towards pad A and pad B, and you could barely see them because it was so just rain. The rain was so thick. So yeah, we're pretty
Well,
much
I see
we're gonna be getting a
some
lot. Oh,
activity
that's Starbase.
northwest of Brownsville, heading in that general direction, and then
Okay.
south of the border. There's some pretty
You got a
heavy
map
duty
control?
ones, but they appear to be heading more towards the southeast. So
Okay.
that,
So
and then there's something way up north, but just died out. So, and then you still have that band that's going all the way across the Gulf of America.
yes.
And
yes. Yes.
That's great. That was great.
Yes. That's
what,
right.
What
That's
was
right.
great, Fab?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay, that's
I missed it. I think you should say it again because I missed it.
Did you say the Gulf of America?
Gulf of America.
Yeah, for
That's
some,
great.
what's
That's a
really,
great radio
what's really
voice.
what's really odd is like when I type in stuff into either Google or ChatGPT or Grok or whatever, it's still sometimes they'll say Gulf of America, sometimes they'll say Gulf of Mexico, and it'll just kind of flip flop back and forth. All right, yeah. So
Weather is
Texas,
kind of iffy. I mean, I realize that. I mean, it can still launch in a little bit of rain. They don't want lightning and they don't want high winds. Correct?
yeah, and also even if there's no high winds on the ground,
It's heavy.
the high winds in the upper atmosphere is a no-go also. So there's like multiple reasons why they can pull it. So I don't know. Fab
Looks like
has the
it's moving upward towards
yeah,
them,
she has the
actually.
weather map up too, and it does look like something's coming in from the south and it's heading north over Starbase. But right now it's pretty clear. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's kind of expanding and then contracting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll keep an
it's
eye
just-
on that.
Yeah, it's so hot. It is so
I
blistering
mean, like
hot.
I said, it was hot over here, and our weather here is this is our weather here right now. It is just black
Yeah, we're just
lightning.
yeah. Once again, thank you so much for the for those for the membership. Oh wow, there you go.
107.
Oof.
107.
You know, on Wednesday, I think we were in a heat advisory between 102 and 112.
Like what is that?
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Man,
I mean,
it's
now in Joe's studio, it's hot.
yeah, it's hot. AC pumping, full blast, doesn't even matter.
Joe needs a little bit of work on that mini split.
Yeah. Well, it needs to be replaced. Is what it needs to be. So yeah, we need to swap it out.
We need a mini split. We let's see. We had a chair fund. Did she get a new chair?
No, she has not gotten a new
Okay,
chair yet.
now we
But
need
see, the new chair. The problem with the chair is like I can order one on Amazon, but it's going to be crap, right? So the
Agreed.
best thing to do with the chair is actually to go to like Office Depot and let her actually sit in it and see and to find a chair that
Get a
you actually
nice
are comfortable.
plush leather.
Listen.
Yeah, but they can't. So the problem is they can't be too big. If not, we
Listen.
can't sit next to each other. They'll be
Yeah.
like,
Joe,
you know?
it's just he thinks that he's like King Tut, and when he dies, he's gonna be like buried with his treasures.
all of the riches will be buried
so,
with
like,
me.
I'm working
like
on
King
an
Tut.
old ass chair, old ass computer.
Oh my God.
NSF. I'm out here struggling. I'm in the trenches.
In the trenches. In the trench. It's bad. It is really bad. Let me see if anything has changed here real quick. And no, it still says 6:55 local time for them
What
or
is the
for
weather
us.
showing on the bottom? Is that from last time?
Yeah, that's last time footage. So yeah, it's still on for 6:55 for coverage. So everything looks good. Once again, like I said, Elon did not come out with his technical update, which is kind of sad, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, I don't mind, but honestly, I would like to have seen it. I mean, just like everyone else, they want to know what is going on.
He wants to see.
And it doesn't matter. Just if it doesn't go up, it doesn't go up. That's fine. Just let us know what's going on, what you're doing. I'm okay with that. That's just me.
Indrani said Alien Space said 20-minute delay on X.
Yeah, yeah. Let's take a look. I'm gonna stay on top of
James Morrow. Okay, Joe Tut. That's funny.
Joe Tut. Yes,
Dutch
Joe Tut.
Linux, you are here.
Thank you for being here.
Dutch said it will fail again. Stop
You
it.
think it will?
Come on.
Okay, so Dutch says it will fail.
Well, first of all, let's stay
We'll stay positive.
positive. Let's hope that the weather doesn't just cancel it.
So so a 20-minute delay is not that big of a deal. So what will happen is we'll see that clock probably roll back. So right now it says 6:55 is when SpaceX will go live, but we'll see it most likely push forward then to a 7:15 update, or 7:15 when they will go live, but we'll see. As of right now, it's still saying 6:55. So they're not showing any 20-minute delay as of yet. That doesn't mean that there won't be one,
Yeah.
but it's not showing that way as of yet. Let's see. Update is live. What is that? I wonder if they're going to end up record. Maybe they will, maybe they will record. Maybe they'll record and then go live. I mean, that's a possibility, right? Maybe they'll record it and then go. Maybe Elon will record it.
Oh,
then
you
do a
mean his
commentary
little
after?
spiel?
Yeah, his spiel,
Then
his
he'll do a
update.
commentary after the.
Maybe. I don't know. Let me see what it says real quick. I'm gonna click on it and see what it says here. Okay, so when it comes up with Starship technical update still, and then it says play recording. Play recording. So
I kept clicking there. I didn't get
yeah,
shit.
and then when I click on it, it says authorization to join. Basically, I don't have authorization. And we know that they ended up canceling it. So I guess maybe it's just completely canceled and not just being recorded. I don't know. Really don't know. Kind of is what it is. What can you do? We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's still like that.
Yeah, yours says canceled too, so it is. That's the way it is.
I just DoorDashed some wired earbuds. I don't know why I didn't think about that an hour ago. They'll be here in 40 minutes.
Oh wow, yeah.
Just in time.
Jeez, all of a sudden there's a knock on the door, and now you have earbuds instead of your headphones on.
Yeah, because these are very uncomfortable. They're really starting to hurt my ears.
I don't like earphones because they squash my ears.
See, I like them.
That's a lot of sugar there, Joe.
Yeah, I had to have a little something. I didn't eat very much, and I just need a little something, a little pick me up. No tea. I just have actually in my mug, in my tea time mug, little merch there. And matter of fact, Shannon is wearing one of the shirts. I don't even have one of these shirts, but look. He's wearing one,
but you don't have one with you.
I don't have one with me.
Yeah.
You're fancy.
Yeah. Shit. But yeah, it's the IFT-10
I love
shirt. So if you guys want to take a look at some of the merch, including the shirts and the hat, have a megabit hat, go to JCristina.com/shop.
Yes.
Yeah, take a look at it. Once again, I'll put it in here. Make it easy. JCristina.com/shop. Just simply click on that. Take a look. If there's something you like, pick it up. Help support the channel. That would be awesome. Would appreciate it.
You know what I'm waiting for, Joe?
What's that?
I'm waiting for you to do a video with that Alamo mug I gave you.
All right. Yes. All right. Next
So,
week, the
yeah.
Alamo.
All right, the Alamo. So,
The Alamo.
On my long trip from Phoenix, Arizona to Starbase, Texas.
Was it 20 hours, I think, or so?
Well, I don't know. You count the casinos?
Well, no, now we're talking days.
I mean, if I were to drive straight through, I could do it 18 hours, but I can't drive straight through. So, we stopped in El Paso for a night, gambled there. Then we stopped in San Antonio, got a hotel right across the street from the Alamo. A lot of history there. So we went and toured the Alamo. And so I picked up picked a mug up for Joe, an Alamo mug. But it was just very, I think surreal is the word I'm searching for.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of stuff there a lot of information. The people that are either volunteering or working there, I'm not sure, are just a wealth of information. If you had any
cool.
kind of questions and stuff like that. So that was the Alamo stop. So I got Joe a mug, and then we went to day 3 was just down to South Padre. So, and then I got probably the nastiest frozen margarita I've ever had.
Yes.
That's cool, though. That's very cool.
What do you got, Fab?
Phil's camping. You might have to launch your own rocket. I think it's demo time. Let's see how far the flame shoots out.
All right, we can do it.
Just point it in your direction for.
Let me grab it. Hold on.
Isn't Phil in Australia?
Let me unplug here.
I don't know, Phil, where are you? Because Phil says that he's having cool weather and it's fabulous, and we'll be here.
It's winter down there.
We're melting.
Is it? I don't keep up. I can't keep up. I never know where I'm gonna be. I'm like, where's Waldo?
All right.
Idrani said, Elon, it's very busy. They're interrogating all the COPVs. Haha.
Look out, Fab.
I know. I gotta
He's
move
locked
back.
and loaded.
So annoying. So
What happened? No, I'm not gonna
order my own.
I'm not gonna launch it yet. Maybe I will. I don't know. All right, so I don't know if this is going to.
Dutch said, I think once we see a dancing Elon.
No,
we may have a
dancing
chance.
Elon. Let me see if we can even do a dancing Elon.
Please don't mess us up.
Yeah, let's see if we can
Let's
do
see if
a
that
dancing
feed goes
Elon.
dark again.
Yeah.
And up.
There he
Well, there is. Elon is there. Look at that.
Oh,
He's like, come on, this weather.
Come on, Elon.
Get it together.
So yeah, let's go ahead and shoot this thing off. So if you guys don't know, this is the Starship, but this is Starship Block 1. How do we know it's a Block 1? Because the flaps are at 180 degrees. The Block 2 are tucked in, right, at 140. So let's see. Usually, sometimes it's like a little short flame, and then other times it'll like blow out like a 1.5 foot torch.
Great.
And
Point
then
it at yourself.
I'm not going to point at myself. I'm going to point it in this direction.
No, because you always angle it and point it towards me like you are right now.
I'm not. I'm pointing in that direction.
No, you didn't.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1.
You see? You're tilting it. That's what you get.
Look. Just a little. Look at that.
Wow.
Ah, the last time it was like out to here. See, you never know. You never know.
Shannon's got his too.
You got yours too, Shannon.
Joe, you set yourself up. That's what she said.
That's what she said. I hear you. What do we got now? We are at 40. So what do we got now? 10 minutes left. 10 minutes, supposedly. We will
Elon's
see.
looking good, isn't he? Look at that.
Elon, he is looking.
I don't think we can do a countdown timer like we did last time.
Yeah, I don't think so. Let's put in Bozo.
Oh God.
There is his arch nemesis.
It just looks gross.
He's just.
Yeah, I regret that now.
You know you like it. It's Jeff Bezos, and he's just taunting Elon, just taunting him with his Project Kuiper and his 102 satellites that are in orbit, where Elon only has 8,200 in orbit. So any day now, Jeff Bozo will have Project Kuiper working, and you guys will be able to switch from Elon Musk, SpaceX, Starlink to Project Kuiper. Just hold your breath, guys. Hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. I got to get rid of him because he's just gross.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. We'll leave Elon just kind of wandering around there a little bit, doing whatever the hell he's doing. I don't know, waving at people or whatever.
Oh, that's funny.
So let me put this rocket somewhere kind of out of the way.
Why don't you put it back behind you?
Yeah, that's all right. This I'll probably use it for a kind of like a prop, a flying prop or something. I don't know. Anyway, so what do we got going on here? Let me just make sure the time has not changed. Let's go into the flight times and see what's going on over there. Let's see. Oh, it did. Remember I said it's going to change to 7:15? They changed the on-air time to 7:13. Sorry guys, I was off by 2 minutes.
Damn you.
Damn. So yeah, so instead of 7:15, now we're showing 7:13. That's local time. So we just moved it ahead an extra, 18 minutes. So there you go.
Fine.
Any questions? Jump into this.
Assuming.
Yeah. So this actually comes right from SpaceX. This is a block 1. They're gonna have like a block 2. I have a block 2 back there, right behind Fabiola there, right behind her head. It's a big one that
It
a
said
friend
the
of the
stream
show-
is gone. Lost
stream?
video. Is it me?
It could be them.
It was
I think
froze
we
for
should be
me
good.
too. Stream is frozen. Okay, there it is again. It went down, then it's back up.
So
again,
guys,
so it's back
YouTube
up.
is having a ton of problems. So just so you guys know, we are broadcasting through fiber. We're broadcasting through SpaceX Starlink, and we're broadcasting through T-Mobile.
So
So
all the things.
all the things.
So
So we
if
should
we go
never
down-
ever
we're not.
go
It's not
down
us. In other
unless
words.
literally the computer dies or there's a lightning strike, and like I don't even think a lightning strike would take us out because we have battery backup redundancy. So
Yeah.
probably not us, but who knows? Anything is possible. Let's see. Moving on. Once again,
Maybe it was you because you put Bozo on.
yeah, that could be. That could be. You put Bozo on, that's it. You know what? Let's throw in a rocket. Let's throw in a rocket. You gotta have a rocket going through
Every
there.
once in a while.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Phil's camping. My Starlink is at 50 down and 20 up. Seems to always be at this speed, even though I changed to residential. So far, Starlink replaced my dish 3 times and still slow speeds.
Something's wrong there. You should not have 50 down and 20 up. Take a look for obstructions. Also look for your cables. You know, do you have a cable that could be bad? That happens sometimes. You get a bad cable and you end up with CRC errors through the cable. Then at that point, just get a new cable. If not, just let them know because they'll be able to see it. If you're getting these absolute shitty speeds, when they look into their logs, they will see that your dish is getting crappy speeds, and they will also do obstruction analysis on your area and see if you have any kind of obstruction.
Phil said
issues.
new cables and no obstruction.
Yeah, that's definitely a call in, or excuse me, a message to SpaceX Starlink to do whatever they want to do. Maybe replace something or who knows what.
And I never saw
Like
Phil's
a technical
answer.
ticket type of thing.
Yeah.
I never saw Phil's answer as to
Go
where
ahead.
he was, but I just looked up Phil's camper reviews, and he's in like Queensland, Australia, or Bundaberg.
Oh, he's in Australia. Yeah, there you go.
Bundaberg. So he's got like a YouTube page, a Facebook
Bundaberg.
page. He does all kinds of really cool overlanding, I call it, stuff here. Yeah. All right.
Oh, sweet.
Little shout out to Phil's camping reviews.
That's right. Shout out to Phil.
Yes.
Yes. We can see the Starship over there
Phil said, yep,
leading
that
off a little bit.
Bundaberg near Fraser Island.
Nice.
Bundaberg. What would that be?
Bundaberg.
Bundaberg.
German?
Bundaberg.
Could it be, you think?
Yeah, it'd probably be like Wunderberg instead of Bundaberg.
Well, it's with a B here, so.
Vendable.
Michael Johnson, on Mini, I get usually from 150 to 290-ish while driving until I get near the area with several truck stops. Then it can drop down to nearly 80.
Huh. That's interesting. That's got to be your specific area. I see Alan here with 450 megabits down with Starlink here in Ireland. People don't realize this, but in Europe, there is a lot faster speeds with SpaceX Starlink than
Right.
here in the US because there's less congestion. Here we have a lot of people that are using it. So there's a lot of congestion. So
Bad,
we're
greedy Americans. Greedy.
greedy.
Us.
Damn the Americans. I agree. So yeah, if you have a question, at JCristina. Let me see. Moving on to here. I want to go while you're looking at any other questions there. If you find a question, let me know too.
I mean, not really, just comments people talking
Comments. Okay, cool.
amongst themselves.
Let me see what the current number is for the poll. Let me see what the
What is
poll.
this poll on? What was
Yeah,
this
so
on?
if you guys haven't taken the poll yet, go
Take
over
the poll,
to
whatever it
go
is.
to youtube.com/JCristina, youtube.com/JCristina, and then go to the community page. The very top one, you'll see a poll, and it's will IFT-10 RUD, obviously rapid unplanned disassembly. In other words, boom, will it RUD? We got 24% saying yes, and 76% saying no. Interesting. So 3/4 of you guys are saying that no, it's not going to blow up. This thing is going to go off, and it's going to go off well with no issues. I like it. I like that a lot.
Okay. Indrani Hightower.
Yeah.
How did you get into the rocket scene? What is your origin story?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So, we live on a piece of property, a 5-acre piece of property, and ever since we moved here, we had AT&T. AT&T is complete crap. They only offer DSL and UVerse, and our download speed was 7.5 megabits, and our upload speed was 0.7 megabits. They ended up bonding 2 lines together, and we got a grand total of 15 megabits down and about 1.3, 1.2 and a half or so, 1.2 megabits up. I'm not kidding, 1 megabit up, basically. And this happened for many, many years until finally I heard about SpaceX Starlink. And I said, you know what? Let me get on this waiting list. And I did. It took 9 months to be on this waiting list to finally get SpaceX Starlink. And when we did, the family in general, everything changed in the house. We were able to dump Dish Network. We were able to dump phones. We were able to dump a whole bunch of things and just simply use SpaceX Starlink. And when that all happened, I said, you know what? I want to talk about it. I want to tell other people about how good of an experience this was for my family and me and my business and what I do. So I do video production. All right. I do photography. And I said, you know what, let me go ahead and change things over from doing a lot of photo and video to doing more of the SpaceX Starlink stuff and the computer stuff that I've been doing since I was a kid. So, and that's kind of how it all started. And I've been doing this now for about 51 months, I think. And in those 51 months,
51 years.
51 years. So 51 months of this, and I've put together about 550 some videos on SpaceX Starlink. So there's a playlist. So if you don't want to look at the other 2,000 videos that I have, look at that playlist and you'll see a whole bunch of helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, and all that kind of stuff. So check that out. So that's kind of how I started with this. I absolutely love it. And I do it because it's something that I love. I don't do it for any other reason. And to hopefully help others out as much as I was helped. And the thing was, is at the time, there was no help at all. There's no one that you can call. So I would almost turned into SpaceX Starlink tech support for probably the first year and a half. And I did a lot of videos just on helping people on how to do stuff like repairing your cable that got ripped or your dog ate it. And, you know, stuff like this that was literally hands-on on how to do stuff. So anyways, I hope that answers your question. A little bit long, But
How much did you charge for tech
there you go.
support, Joe?
Zip. Zero. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely is nothing. So yeah. Yeah.
I put
I've
you a
always said
little.
this. Like if I was
Go ahead.
I always said that if I was to get, I don't know, like $5 for every SpaceX Starlink that I've sold with people coming on this channel and learning about SpaceX Starlink, I would probably never have to work again the rest of my life.
Me either.
Yeah, no one. It's literally that many. It's just hundreds of thousands of people. When I first started, there was a total of 112,000 people on board, and now there's well in excess of 6 million. So anyways, but yeah, that's kind of my story on how I got into it. But yeah, absolutely zero. And people ask me sometimes, "Oh, you're a shill for Elon Musk and for SpaceX. How much money you get paid for this?" Just so you guys know, 100% truth be told. Elon Musk or SpaceX or anyone over there has never given me a single red cent, not a penny, not a hat, not a shirt, nothing. This was purchased
Not even a
by me.
lunch.
Not even a lunch, not even a hey, how you doing? Get screwed. Like literally
Not even a
nothing.
retweet.
Not even a retweet, nothing. Absolutely zero. And you know what? I don't care because, like I said, it's not about, I don't really care about that as much. The whole idea is I just want to help people. And, hopefully I have over the last 4 years now or so. So, anyways, and there you go.
Well, there's some people
Yes.
that have said, love my Starlink. Thanks for all your hard work and mentoring us throughout the years, Buster and Phyllis.
Thank you so much.
Old man on the hill, because of you, Jay, I have Starlink 2+ years now.
Wow, that's awesome. That's
Eugene
awesome.
Schaefer, count me. I'm now 100% Linux thanks to you.
Man, that's awesome.
Idrani said thank you. And Buster and Phyllis, wow, that's shocking, Jay. Yeah. Dutch Linux. Okay, here's a question, LOL.
Yeah.
Jay, how many wires are in the Starship?
Jeez, there's miles and miles and miles of wire. I don't know what the matter of fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and ask Grok.
Really quick.
If anyone will know. Let's ask
You
Grok.
do that. Bundaberg.
Bundaberg. Okay.
I think that I got it. I think. I don't know. I'm not German. I might just
yeah, Bundaberg. So yeah, I'm gonna ask Grok that question because I don't know. I know it's miles and miles.
Real quick though. How much time?
T minus, where are we at? We have about, let's say about 20 minutes, maybe about 18 minutes or so.
Okay.
Until they go live with their coverage, and then we'll kind of shut up and listen to what they have to say.
And go potty.
And go potty and do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, Shannon, go run, do your thing.
So let me see.
Oh, by the way, Joe.
Yeah.
I found a really cool weather website and I stuck it in a little ninja chat there.
Yeah.
When you get a moment, take a look at it. It's the map has amazing detail on it.
Really? Okay. I will do that, and maybe I can put it up for everybody.
Downer sent 5 memberships, gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Wes.
Wow.
If you received a membership from Shannon or Wes, was there someone else before I got here? Was it Peter?
Peter, yeah, Peter.
Please give a shout out to them for getting a free gifted membership with us.
Yes.
The first U is more pronounced as an A. Bundaberg.
Okay.
Bundaberg.
Bundaberg.
Well, I was wrong.
Get it together.
I know, I'm sorry.
Let me see here. I'm gonna say weather. Let me see. Oh, I got your weather map.
Gala girl's in the house, or has she been? And I just noticed.
Yeah. We be chatting, Shannon.
Shannon,
I got screens here. I'm checking weather. I'm checking.
I know. Trust me. Look, I'm doing the same thing here.
What the hell you got out there now, Joe?
I'm switching it around.
Oh, okay.
Hang in there. Yeah, hang in there. I'm trying to bring in your weather at the same time, so we will see if we can get that to happen. Bear with me for a second. There we go. Let me throw you over there. I'm trying to get your weather map up because if I can get that weather map up, I'm going to show everybody so that they can see what it looks like.
It's ugly. It's not looking good.
Is it ugly?
Oh no.
It's not looking good, in my
Let's see.
opinion.
That's not good. We don't want to see that.
I gotta dump this damn cord. It's bugging the heck out of me.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Buster and Phyllis, it's really shocking about Elon and Starlink. After all you have done for them, not even a phone call.
Nah, nothing. We get nothing.
Nope. Phil's camping, spot on. You got it. Joe Bosey, all I can say is this: I am a boomer, the badass generation before AKK. The sissies were born.
That's actually that's a factual. That's actually definitely a factual.
Country soldier, hello from Tennessee. How are you?
How are you doing?
Jim Newt, don't feel bad. Elon hasn't responded to texts or emails either.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Yeah, old man on the hill, 200,000 miles of AT&T wire in the ground. Jeez.
Yeah, so, you know, I pulled up like how many miles, right, of cable and all the avionics and everything that's in there. And they don't have an exact amount, but they're estimating about 150 to 200 miles of cable. Which is absolutely, if you think about it, nuts. That is a lot of cable. That is a lot of cable.
Elkwood Bear, I'll say
That's
had
what
Starlink.
she said.
I'll say I had Starlink before I heard of JCristina, but your mesh network is awesome.
Oh, the mesh network. Oh, excellent. Excellent.
West Downer, now you're a shill of West Downer.
Yes. Oh, I've always, for some reason, I get that a lot. People are like, oh, you're a shill for Elon Musk.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
But
No.
said, here it is dark, 1 a.m. Joe Todd, Starlink to, we just got fiber, so I put, oh, you just deleted that when I was reading it? I'm going to get you, Dutch. Ken Harris on YouTube channel Starbase. They are live.
Are they up?
Yeah, I
Let
guess.
me see.
Gallagher, question. Are you familiar with pure sine power inventors
Not
and how
here.
to configure one or each brand is best?
Yep, not for me either. Let's see here. Let me go and
It's still
do a
got the
refresh
static
and see
photo
what's
for
going
me.
on.
Yeah, Dave Gross said
Yeah, I got a static photo until
Dave
7:13.
Dave Gross said SpaceX has started their stream.
Okay, I'm not sure where that is. But
T minus 30 seconds or 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
probably 30
30
minutes.
minutes.
So we're 44 minutes away
so-
from launch.
Yeah, 44 minutes away from launch.
Let me-
I'm going to go
yeah,
and flip
let
this
me look
over
at
right
it.
now so you guys can see. I took NSF off and I put your weather report, your weather on there so you can see it. And you can see that weather kind of coming through. So, yeah.
Yeah, I still got a static, so I don't know what these folks are talking about.
I got static too. Why that is,
I
who
hate
knows,
that. Every
but,
time I navigate away from my YouTube browser, it stops.
Dutch said,
does it? Yeah.
Joe, please yell when you get close to launch. I'm going to go back to the repair of a reel-to-reel recorder from a client.
A reel-to-reel
cool.
recorder. Oh my god.
That sounds cool.
That is pretty cool.
Calvin or Calv1N. In bypass mode with gaming router, I have been getting 350 to 400 down and over 30 up consistently. And ping is very consistent at 25 to 30, not far from
Who was
the
that?
norm, but
Who's that?
consistent. Calv1.
So Calvin, that is absolutely the case. I've been a proponent of people moving from the standard SpaceX Starlink router to a gaming router. I've talked about it many times in the past. You're going to get faster speeds with the gaming router, especially if you're using it with Wi-Fi. The original, let's say a generation 1, generation 2, they had Wi-Fi. Nice shirt there, bud. Nice
I know.
shirt. Nice shirt. If you guys want that shirt, go to JCristina.com/shop. But anyway, so the gaming routers is definitely the way to go. You're going to get faster speeds. The gaming routers, you're going to get like Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi 8, whatever. The Wi-Fi that's currently in the older like Model 1s, Model 2s, or Generation 1, Generation 2s, those are Wi-Fi 5s. And then finally, Generation 3, they came out with the Wi-Fi 6. But with the gaming routers, they're just so much faster. So yeah, smart, keep it up. And if anyone else needs those faster speeds, definitely go with the gaming router. You will be glad that you listened. Trust me. Let's see.
Honey Badger, what's up?
Honey Badger.
That's Honey Badgers.
Honey Badgers, thanks for being here.
Hold on. Okay, so you did that one.
Yes.
Mick Pletcher, how you doing? Renogy makes a great pure sine or sin wave.
Yeah, sine wave.
I have installed it at our weekend home for inverting off of our solar array.
Yeah, smart. Absolutely. Just so you know too, when it comes to inverting power with the new generation Starlinks that have a little barrel connector, they're DC. So you don't have to invert. So if you have like a mini or something, you can literally go right from your rented, whatever you have. It could be so any type of solar. You can go from, I think it's 12 volt all the way up to 48 volt, I think, with that, and power your SpaceX Starlink dish without having to do the inversion. Because whenever you use an inverter, even a true sine wave inverter, a really good sine inverter, you'll lose maybe 5, 10, sometimes 15%, which is a lot. Whereas if you just go straight in using the barrel connector, you don't lose anything. So, you can use your Jackery or your EcoFlow or your rented, whatever your setup is, directly into it, which is really cool. All of the new ones are going to come out like that. So either they're going to be DC or both DC and AC, so you don't have to do the inversion thing anymore. But anyways, that's awesome. That's good. I'm glad you have a good inverter though. Not cheap. Not cheap.
Okay. Joe Todd, thanks for all the help with Starlink. I've had it for 2 years. We just got fiber, so I put it on the $10 plan.
That's smart. Smart.
Invisible River Ranch, that's headed south, is okay. Elkwood Bear, man, my down and up are atrocious compared to y'all's. I must be doing something wrong.
Let's see what mine is. You want to do a quick speed test, guys? Let's do a quick speed.
All right, while you do
While you're doing
John Wolf, there are a lot of blue caps at SpaceX. Maybe good luck.
Speed test going. Just so you guys can see it, so I'm not like making shit up. 330, 310. We're at 230, 240, 230, 236. We saw it at about 305 to 310, right around there. We ended up with 236. And the upload speed right now is 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44.1. So there you go. 236 down, 44.1 up. That is the fastest upload speed that I have seen since beta, since I was in beta. This is the fastest speed that I've seen in 50 months. 44.1 upload speed. I'm going to take a picture of this because that's really, really fast. And what's really nice too is we have a 27 millisecond ping. Not bad at all. So here we go. We will take that. And I'll throw it in the community page so people can see it. That I'm not making it up. You guys can actually see it. It went live. So there you go. 236 by 44.1. Crazy fast.
I'm going to make a weather update.
Good job, Elon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I make a weather update?
Make a weather update. Yes.
Do it.
Do it.
Cloudy.
Oh,
I'm looking at radar.
Is that all you got, damn it?
And all of those thunderstorms that were kind of moving to the southeast are now suddenly moving southwest.
What?
What the hell? What is it?
It's like they're going like they put a big force field there or something like that, and they're going the opposite direction. There's you know what? I wonder what that upper atmosphere.
Don't get conspiracy theories started.
No conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I'm kind
I'm
of
not
wondering
allowed,
what the
Shannon.
hell's going on in the upper levels
Yeah,
there.
that's kind of convenient, right?
Yeah. So right now we're still showing that SpaceX is going to go live at 7:13 local time. So wherever you are, let's say within 6 minutes, they should be going live. So when they do, we will switch over to them. Let's just make sure everything is working. Let's just switch over right now and make sure. Oh, I see that he's missing here, so I'll put him in there. So anyways, but yeah, so like
Said
about
there's-
5 minutes from now. Go ahead.
Dave Magaha said there's a hold.
There's a hold.
A hold.
Oh, a hold. Another hold?
Jesus.
What
Double
the heck
check.
is going on?
Triple
Okay, we're
check, I
gonna
don't know.
double check. Thank you so much, David.
Phoenix said
Appreciate that.
solar flares pushing the thunderstorms.
Solar flares.
Yes,
Yeah,
Wes also
that
said
all
what's
that
up with the
stuff
hold.
going on. I don't know. Have you been paying attention to that?
No, not really.
That comet that's cruising in, and then
Yeah.
the cycles of the sun, and it,
I mean,
the
I
volcanoes
did
and the
hear about
earthquakes.
that,
Yeah,
but I
Yes.
didn't think it was like that close to start affecting it already because I haven't
Yeah.
followed it.
yeah, it's having some adverse reactions on it already. They were showing. I watched this one total nerd guy, and he's actually
We love
pretty
total
good.
nerd guys.
Stefan something, whatever. And he however they take images of the sun, you can see the darker spots where that are not good, and then you can see the plasma burst. Well, like 3 days ago, they had this massive plasma burst from the opposite side of the sun, which is where the comet is. So it's
okay.
having some real adverse reactions.
Interesting.
So
as
I have
well.
a
Yeah.
really quick, crazy question. How is it that we can capture these amazing images, right, of this stuff up there, right? Because you can see it clear, right? I mean, we see stars, they take all these images, and we can't damn get a clear picture of Bigfoot. Can someone explain this to me? I don't understand. It's
See,
just, I'm asking for friends.
that is like,
Because
That's where I'm at.
Bigfoot does not
I'm-
exist.
there you go. So there you go. Bigfoot
You
does
know,
not exist. This
We heard some shit while we were in Montana every once in a while. So I
Montana, Wyoming.
That was a bear farting.
Yellowstone.
That was a bear fart.
There's
Trust
some
me, I was
crazy
looking over
stuff.
my back all the time.
Yeah.
We only had one bear can.
We had one can of bear spray, and that was it. We were just in it to win it.
And I was at the
And
back
you're
of the
lucky to have
line.
that.
Yeah. And I was so cheap, I wasn't going to buy the bear spray either.
Do you guys see a trend here?
And I'm like, should I really get it? I'm like, maybe I should get it because I
No,
don't want
we
to fight a bear today.
We should just get mauled because we don't want
I
to
don't
see
really feel like getting mauled. So yeah.
They should have like a bear spray trading thing. So you come on, you can grab a can of bear spray, take it with you. If you didn't use it, you come back, you put it there for the next person.
So they actually do. Well,
they rent.
They have a rental where you can actually rent bear spray.
Yeah. Oh wait, and hold on.
America.
When you leave, yeah.
Exactly.
When you leave, I didn't know this, but you can't bring the bear spray with you on the airplane.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Well, isn't that why they strip search Joe?
I mean, no, that's for other reasons because Joe always he never
so the
listens,
guy-
and
The
yeah,
TSA
it's just
guy had a little twinkle in
that
his
was
eye, Joe.
yeah, that was like
TSA guy wanted to take me in the back room, and I'm like, I don't want to go in the back room with you, bud. You could strip search me right
I
here.
wish you guys could have seen the lady behind him looking at him, and I was sitting by the thing, and I said, I was like, you know what? I don't know you.
He's like,
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
go."
touch you here, but I'm just gonna use the back of my hand. I'm like, all right, go ahead. So yeah, it was TSA was.
It's Joe Shannon.
It's
I
me.
mean, it's just like
Me.
he radiates, like fuck with me. That's all I could say.
Should you say that? Demonetized. Now we're
Sorry.
screwed.
Now you're.
But anyways, it's but they tell you to take the bear spray and stick it into this one big box, and then they go and resell that box.
You know
probably.
how much money they must make.
They have a box full of this bear spray. The bear spray is like $60, like a can, and they have like a box. It's got to be like 3 feet by 3
I
feet.
think it's another racketeering thing.
Literally, they probably every day they have probably 10 grand of bear spray just piled that's never been used because it's not open. You can't. It's not like it's like you're open, use it, and you no
Yeah.
piles. So yeah.
Bailey is
Anyways,
saying the tea time on the SpaceX
Yeah, I just saw
website is
that.
reset. Let's check.
holy hell. Let's go ahead and check here. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll move over.
That's not good.
Let's see. What does it look like? Oh no. What is what? No, no, no.
Come on.
It's still saying 713.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah. What? Where are you seeing that? Where? All right. Let me just hit refresh again. All right. Watch launch. No, it's still saying 713. Look. I'm refreshing live.
I can't look at you. Don't look at it now. You gotta concentrate. That's
Let's see what we got going on here. Alexa,
well, she wanted to talk to you.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that and see what we got going on here. Let's go ahead and transition over and see what's up over here. Let's see if we can,
it says
get
scrub.
in here. Is it a scrub?
Mark. That's what Mark says. Scrub.
Yeah. I had a feeling. Remember what I told you guys? If Elon, right? Remember I said it doesn't bode well. If Elon says that he's going to do a technical update at 5 o'clock, the technical update moves forward to 6 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock, the technical update gets canceled. It's a problem. And that's exactly what we're seeing now. That's exactly what we're seeing now. Sadly, that's what we're seeing. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. So, are they giving a date? Are they getting any other information at all?
I'm waiting on X.
So,
SpaceX
wait a second.
Right here,
said
look.
anything yet.
You know what's interesting? If you go to SpaceX.com launches Starship, but you know what it's saying now? It's saying they're going to go live at 8 p.m. now. It's saying on mine.
Yeah, SpaceX made a post at a minute ago. It says standing down.
Yeah, it's right here.
From today's
Okay, hold
10th
on.
flight
give it
of
to you right
Starship
here.
to allow time
You're not
to
looking.
troubleshoot an issue with ground systems.
There you go. Yep. Standing down from today's 10th flight. There we go.
Bummer.
That is a bummer.
Yeah.
That is a bummer.
I was here and everything ready.
We're here ready to go. But you know what? This is kind of normal for us, right? I mean, just think about this. Shannon and his beautiful wife and myself, they drove in for like 18, 20 plus hours. I flew in to Texas and we were there for August 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th. That's when it was supposed to launch. So we were there for the launch time, which was originally going to be August 4th, and it didn't happen. I'm glad that we went. It was awesome. Matter of fact, this week I'm going to play some video of us having conversations right outside, actually standing right next to the Hopper, the lunar lander from 1980s, and the OLM. And I think we were right in front of Pad B, or now they call it Pad 2. I don't know why they changed it.
Whatever.
Yeah, now they went from Pad A, Pad B to Pad 1 and Pad 2, whatever. So Pad 2, the one that's currently being worked on, that's where we had our conversation. So I'm going to play that for you guys coming up this week.
What the hell are they trying to sell over there? I
What are
watched
they
the whole
saying?
stream. I watched the whole stream and I got it's too late. NSF's got some T-shirt that's a play on the fact it didn't launch.
Oh.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I got the
Smart guys. You do it. Make it. Well, you know what? We still have our teas also. Go to JCristina.com/shop. Take a look. So yeah, it's gonna happen. But like we discussed, okay, Elon is feeling the pressure. The entire team at SpaceX is feeling the pressure. They blew up IFT-7. They blew up IFT-8. They blew up IFT-9. And, you can only do that so long until all of a sudden, there's something has to be done and people have to, there has to be some accountability. And the accountability is like, well, okay, we're not getting it right. What do we need to do to make it right? And just like we said originally, like, listen, they went from like a gas leak to like a fire and explosion in the aft, and then you had another, it was like problem after problem after problem. And then, from that propellant leak to the aft explosion to the fuel tank pressurization failure, then they went to ship 30, what is it, ship 36, and they threw that thing up on the over there on Massey. They filled it up with locks all the way up with liquid oxygen, and the thing popped its cork literally without even starting an engine. It literally exploded into a massive flame ball and took out a good portion of Massey. Then they weren't able to test this ship 37 at this point because they didn't have Massey anymore. They had to go and retrofit a connector onto the OLM. While we were there, while Shannon and myself were literally a football field away, that OLM had that connector still on it where they stuck ship 37 to do a single engine test. Then they spun it up and did a 6 engine test. Then, after the 6 engine test, they found that they had a Raptor go down. They replaced the Raptor engine to do another test, and they finally did just a simple spin up on it, and they brought it back to bed. So it's like one thing after another after another. And I think, like I said, I think he's just feeling the heat, and he's like, we need to get this right. And they really do. I mean, I think we're all in the community are saying the exact same thing. Fans or no fans, it's too many now that they have not been able to come to complete fruition, meaning that they're not able to do the testing that they need to do. They keep launching, but all of that back end testing of the ship itself, the new heat tiles and the flaps, the new fins, the 25% more fuel that's in it, and just on and on, all of this stuff, the launching out of the Starlink version 3 dummies, and all of these things, they're not able to test because they can't get the damn thing up there without rutting. So yeah, I can see it, and I think just like we've talked, about this on the live, Shannon, we said, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it unless the thing is right, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
I agree.
So what was the
So what is
exact
the
thing?
time that it's going to go off? Do we know again? Like in 12
No.
hours? There's no time. It's just been scrubbed.
No,
Well,
we'll probably know
Okay.
in the morning.
yeah,
Dave
Dave,
Linger with a super chat.
thank
Hi,
you,
thank you
Dave.
so much.
Really appreciate that.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. That is
Hanging
really
out.
nice. Yeah, so now if you go to here, I'll swap over just so you can see what happens. If let me see here. If we go over to their page, which looks, I guess, like this, if we refresh it, it now says nothing. It's just 100% completely black. So yeah, it's done. It doesn't even have like a T minus anything anymore. It's just black. So it's kind of finished.
Oh, that's nice.
Really sad, but it kind of is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I really thought that this was going to go up today, and according
Me
to
too.
yeah, right, and according to what everyone else thought too, because we did this poll, 3/4 of you guys said, "Listen, this thing's going to go up, and it's not going to blow up." So
So do you think it's weather related or is technical related?
No, it's something to do with the
so what was the
ground
exact? So look it up.
systems.
Yeah, look it up.
Um,
See what it said exactly again. Oh, just so you guys know, we had a whole bunch of votes come in there, 50, 60 votes or something. 25% of the people said that it will blow up, and 75% said that
It
it
was
will not.
it was a troubleshoot an issue with ground systems.
Got you. Troubleshooting issues with ground systems. So this is not with the Super Heavy. This is not with the Starship. It's with the ground systems. So who knows what that could be? That could be the fuel lines. That could be you know, the units that they use for filling it or whatever. Obviously, they were not going to fill this thing and then not be able to go out, because that's just a pain. It's a lot of work for nothing. So
Well, I'm looking at some of the history here on the SpaceX
right.
X page, and they actually started loading the propellant
Yeah, but they didn't get
20
that
minutes
far.
ago.
No.
No.
How far did they get?
It says okay,
That
so
was
at
that was
37
all they
minutes ago,
posted.
it said the Starship team is go for prop load. 27 minutes ago, propellant load of Starship's upper stage is now underway. And then 20 minutes ago, propellant load of the Super Heavy booster is underway. Live coverage starts in 15 minutes.
Right.
And then 8 minutes ago, of course, we all know, standing down from, you know what? They've had plenty of time to work on them ground systems. What's
It's
that?
just, yeah. Yeah,
You know,
no, I know.
ground system guys been out to lunch since they ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
wondering
just,
what that is. I'm wondering what
you
that
know,
is.
so if it's not weather related and they call it ground systems, it could just simply be, you know, whatever the prop load issue is, and we'll probably hear it. You know, some of the guys over
Yeah.
there at NSF, they're in the know. They might end up coming up with something. But you know, honestly, it really doesn't matter. It's just the bottom line here is they called it because they weren't feeling safe about it. They weren't feeling good about it, and whatever, you know. And the thing is there's a point of no return, you know, where if you load a certain amount, a certain percentage of propellant on board, to take it back off is not a big deal. But once you get to near max, I think it's like 80 or 85, I don't know, there's a certain threshold, you're kind of stuck, because at that point it's going to take you so long to build up enough to reload on the, you know, the next day, let's say, that all of a sudden you start losing your window of opportunity. So how we got to find out is exactly how many days is this window open for them to actually launch.
Shannon doing the gift
Shannon,
membership bombs. Thank you very much. If
I
you
thought
are
that
receiving a gifted membership, please shout out to Shannon and say thank you. Love it.
thank you, Shannon, for that.
My
So
pleasure
fun.
once again. So I was just about to say it without looking it up. I think it was like a 3 or 4 day window they had set for that, and I could be wrong.
A 3 or 4 day window. Yeah,
So my
so
disclaimer is I could be wrong.
I have here, I looked it up, and according to what I'm seeing, it says the backup launch opportunities are available for August 25th and August 26th, as noted in a
Okay.
report about a local road closure alert around the Starbase facility. These backup dates indicate that SpaceX has at least 2 additional days to attempt the launch, assuming that the ground systems issue is resolved. So that's what we're getting as of right now. The exact duration of the launch window for these backup days is not specified in the sources and all of the, you know, the sources that we can find as of right now. But August 24th window was 60 minutes, and then that's it. That's why they ended up having to call it off, because it was going past that 60-minute window. So that's kind of what it is. So the ground issue probably couldn't get resolved within that 60-minute window, and then and at that point they had to pull the plug. So that's probably what ended up happening here. But we actually have, so the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th is the closure window, the local road closure alert, let's say, around Starbase facility. So that's kind of good. So most likely, I would say they're going to try launching tomorrow. If weather permits, I think they'll try launching tomorrow. What do you? Yes, IFT-X. Let's do it. IFT-X. What do you
We're go
think?
for launch tomorrow. This thing got
Thanks
it's
for
gotta
that.
go. I mean, it's like, you know what? I can't even say that. It's not Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Sunday.
This is.
Hey,
I mean,
I love, hold on. I love
Christian.
Christian's comment here. Fanboys, all of you, say what it is. Another failure. So, so
Yeah.
Christian, I guess you didn't watch the beginning of the stream, and I get it. It's okay. We are fans, but not fanboys. And we kind of call it as it is. And even the fanboys and the fans out there have said that IFT-7 explosion, IFT-8, IFT-9, and then after that, the Ship 35 Ship 36 explosion on the pad over at Massey to do tests is a problem. It's been a stone in the shoe. It has been the thorn in the side. And yes, it is this one right now, I would not call a failure. This is just simply just pushing it back. And the reason it's not a failure is because there is nothing that has been, let's say, destroyed as of yet, right? We've just simply pushed it back. And the reason being is there is a window of opportunity. Once you pass that window, you cannot launch. It has to do with, there's a lot that goes into it. And that's kind of like the bottom line. Now, the window is open, like we just read, from the 24th to the 25th and the 26th. So I'm going to venture to say that tomorrow they're going to try to launch again if weather permits. So, failure? Absolutely not. We will see tomorrow, though, if it ruds and blows up or not. And then, if it does, I will call it a failure.
I mean, they have a 50% chance of rain tomorrow at Starbase, so.
50% of meatballs?
Mm-hmm.
50% chance of meatballs. So, it's not good. What does it look like on Tuesday then?
Tuesday, partly cloudy and sunny.
So it's possible that they push it back from tomorrow to Tuesday, but then their window closes and it'll be closed for a bit at that point. So they don't, I don't know. They will launch even with some crap weather. I've seen them launch with some pretty, with it like on the edge of a storm. I forgot which IFT that one was, but they do it. It matters less about the ground weather as the upper level winds and the upper level weather. So, we will see. What do we got here? Once again, if you guys want to say anything, put in at JCristina. This way it pops up. Once again, at JCristina. And we'll stay on for another 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll log out of here and then we'll come back tomorrow, most likely. Let's see. But
Pineywood said the taco wagon didn't show up on time. Yeah.
Ask me what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm
let me see.
designing-
Mitch says Elon Musk landed 3 hours ago in Brownsville, Texas. I would hate to be at SpaceX right now. Yeah. So meaning that, Mitch, Mick, I agree. If Elon just flew in 3 hours ago, this was not a intentional scrub, or this was not a scrub that he thought was going to happen. If not, he wouldn't have came. So, but like I told you guys, as soon as I saw that his live broadcast of the technical update went south, where it was supposed to be 5 o'clock, and then they pushed it back to 6 o'clock. And then when 6 o'clock came, they canceled the Elon Musk live technical update completely. And I knew that didn't bode well. It was pretty much going to be a scrub. Now that, I hate that came true, but it did, and that's just the way it is. Go Config says it's precautionary. Probably. Yeah, we don't know what the ground issue was. Who knows? It could be a propellant. It could be one of the propellant lines that got loose, or it could have been, something that wasn't spinning up properly, because things have to work just a certain way. The speed at which the propellant is loaded on is very important. There's so many things that go into it. It's not just binary, let's say, ones and zeros. There's a lot of grayness in between. So let me see. Craig says, night, catch you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Craig, for being here. Appreciate that. Christian, did say, let me see, what did he say? He said, thanks for your answer, but I only agree if it was weather. I got it. But it was a ground issue. If the team is not together enough to get things right, not good. Yeah, I mean, I agree. There's going to be, it could be someone with just like a shit laptop. And it's rebooting because they're using, a blue screen because they're using Windows for some reason. I'm kidding, obviously, but it could be something just really simple like that. Um, Let me see here. Do. Christian says, you're lucky that you're a big Linux fan. Otherwise, I would be making more fun of you all. That's awesome. I like it. So, yeah, this week I'm going to be doing some more Linux stuff. I'm probably going to do an update on the Linux Mint that we're currently using, the new kernel that is currently out, why I do like it, why I don't, what has transpired when it comes to um, anyways, I'm not going to get into it, but just watch for next week. I'm going to have some Linux stuff going out there next week. Also, let me see here. Any other questions? Once again, put at JCristina. Once again, at JCristina, and we will jump on those right away. We'll be here for another 5 minutes. What do you think, Shannon? What do you think about tomorrow, or do you think it'll be Tuesday? I want a prediction.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Me too. I'm going to say tomorrow. I think they're going to fight the rain and try to make it happen tomorrow, because I think Tuesday is going to be the end of the window, and then they can't afford to wait anymore. It's like time to go. It's time to go. So,
That's it.
any other questions? Anything?
No, I mean just comments.
Just the comments
They're
coming
just
through.
talking amongst themselves.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well,
Yeah.
all
I
right.
am going to be out.
You're out. All right.
Yes.
Well,
I
thank
am.
you for being here. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys, for letting me hang. But yes,
Will you be here tomorrow?
am not. No. So I have another job.
You do.
Yes. So I will be
I didn't
going
know
to
you
that
worked.
job. Yeah.
I thought you
I
lived on love.
No, I think you forget a lot.
Oh.
Yes. So yeah. Yes. Yes. No, we don't live off love. No. No.
No.
Nope.
So,
No.
all right. So as of right now, as you can see, coverage from I'll flip over so you can see what's going on the other networks, so to speak. Let's see here. We have on the very top right hand corner, you have Lab Padre. That's his, that's their mic, their cameras going, and then of course you have NSF. They have their thing going on there, which is pretty much the end of the road until tomorrow, which is fine. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. We're good with it. So anyway, Shannon, we'll leave it at that. Tomorrow, maybe we'll do it again and see if we can get this thing to work. I appreciate everything that you do. I appreciate all those gifted memberships that all these people are getting from you. I really appreciate it, and all that you do for the channel. And hopefully we can get this thing to happen tomorrow.
Yes. So if you got a membership from Shannon, please give a shout out. Say thank you, Peter and Wes as well.
Absolutely.
And all the super chats.
And Baja Racing. Take a look
Yes.
at Shannon's website.
BajaRacingGear.com.
BajaRacingGear.com. Once again, BajaRacingGear.com.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay.
There's a lot of good stuff over there.
Kristen got me a little worked up, I'll admit it. So I'm gonna
Oh no, don't get worked up.
I sent you a couple of new t-shirt designs that we'll call the Christian collection.
Oh,
right?
okay. All right.
So they're in your what the hell is that thing called? I don't know. I couldn't send
In
it
the
to
chat?
So I sent it to your mice. No, I almost said MySpace.
My
You
God.
remember that? Oh my God.
That's how it all started.
I sent it to your
I sent it to your WhatsApp so you could check it out later.
I sent it to your AOL account.
Yeah. Well, they literally have dial-up, so they're ending right now.
Yeah, they just pulled the plug on dial-up on AOL finally, after literally, what is it, 35 years or I don't even know, some crazy amount, 40 years of dial-up on AOL. That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
nuts. But yeah,
That
we'll
whole
take a look at
that
those.
whole
Maybe.
fanboy thing irks me, by the way. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's all right. Well, and that's why I always say there's a difference between a fanboy and a fan. The fanboy will never ever admit that the whatever they're a fan of, the car, the computer, the operating system, the whatever, they'll never admit that there's ever a problem, right? It's perfect. That's a fanboy. A fan is just someone that really likes, let's say, that operating system or that car or whatever, but if there's a problem, they're going to call them out on it. And that's kind of the way I see myself. I'm a fan of Elon Musk, but
Where are you going?
she just slid right out.
She's
She's
out.
just freaking gone. That was it. She took her bubbly and she's like leaving the studio. Holy hell. So yeah, that's the way I look at it. But you know what? I like that. I will take a look in the I'll take a look in AOL. I'll take
You're
a
gonna
look in my
laugh.
AOL account for
So what would be the nickname or the term for patriotic American interested in the future of humanity with space flight? What would that be categorized as?
holy hell, I don't know, but we can make a shirt about it. I don't know.
But I think I just told Christian I'm not a fanboy. I just, how can you not be interested? And then on the other hand, how could you be happy with failure? And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, that's I know a lot of people will get they'll kind of get upset when they see things that don't go over as they think that they should, and then and I get it. I get it because, and I said this at the beginning of the broadcast, right? I said at the very beginning, even the folks over there at Lab Padres, people at NSF, the people that are just that are in our community that just really love what's going on and are very hopeful to see someone in our lifetime land on the moon again,
Mars,
land
Mars.
on Mars again.
I
It would
can't
just
wait.
be, it would just be cool to be able to see that before we
Yeah.
die. So, and Elon has said this, and I do agree with this. There is, there could be a certain window of opportunity, and if we don't make that window, and I'm not talking about a window of opportunity of actually getting there, due to trajectories, but a window of opportunity when we will no longer be a superpower and in the know, so to speak, right? Because all great societies have come and gone over the years,
Yeah.
right? You'll get a society that's just gone from nothing to the apex where it's just, honey is flowing and fruit and now they literally, they vanish. Um, we don't want to do that. We don't want to go out that way.
I
So,
want a future for my grandkids and my great grandkids when they're around.
yeah,
It's
exactly. I see my, grandkids and it's like, they're babies and they'll be able to see that and hopefully I would like to be able to see it, and even if it's not a manned rocket to Mars, it's maybe 10, 20, 30 of these starships there with Elon Musk primes, his robots wandering around doing whatever. I just think that would be cool too, to be able to see that kind of footage. But remember, for me, I was born in 69 when we landed on the moon for the first time. And if you think about it, it's been how many years? 50 plus years since we've been to the moon. A lot of people will say, hey, the reason why it's taken so long is we never got there in the first place, right? It was all green screen, or whatever. In my personal opinion, I think we did get there, and I think that we're going to get there again. But we need to step up and we need to pick up our game because China is right behind Elon, biting at his ass all day long, every day, copying everything that he does. I just did a video on the X-37B. And that X-37B, which is basically a spy plane, China got, I would say, the schematics to it, and now they have this, Shenlong, which literally looks like the X-37B. So they're also landing rockets, or trying, just like a Falcon 9, so that they can have that reusability like the Falcon 9 has. So they're
right.
replicating that. So it's like, you need to remain a leader, and to do that, you really need, in my personal opinion, You need to have someone at the helm that's willing to take risks and is willing to iterate extremely quick so that they can innovate even quicker, because that innovation is what we're looking for. And that's why we're going from that block 2 to a block 3, because all of this iterative crap that goes in between that innovation. So IFT-7 blows up. That's fine. We learned from it. IFT-8, IFT-9, Ship 36 blows up. It's literally just sitting there being filled, and now we're going to see IFT-10. And just like I said, once again, proof that I'm not a fanboy. I said, listen, if this does not work this time, I don't think that they should launch Ship 38. They should
Yeah,
take Ship
I
38,
agree.
which is the final, right? That's the final block 2, stick it in a museum and move on to block 3 and just stop already.
Yeah.
Block 2 has been a failure. That's just it. So
And
what do you think?
I think, because I grew up with space shuttle, right?
Right. Yeah,
So
me too.
I am glad to see private industry take over, for the most part, the space program, because
Yeah.
obviously innovation moves at a much faster rate.
Yeah.
What I would like to see is maybe these American owned companies start to collaborate more, I think, for the greater good of mankind. That's kind of what I would like to see. I
So
realize they all want to make money and everything, but I don't know.
so I did a piece, I did a video on this, and it's very similar to what you're saying. The question that I posed was when the ISS shuts down, end of life,
Yeah.
dismantled, destroyed. Okay. They are not going to have another ISS that's going to be an um, international space station any longer, right? There's going to be private space stations.
Yeah.
My suggestion would be to take everything that was learned from the ISS and literally give it open source, like we see with Linux, right? Open source, and give that information to all of these private companies that are trying to put space stations on orbit, and not lose all of this brilliant information, brilliant iterations to innovations that have happened over the last decade, 2 decades, right? I think it's very,
Right.
very important. Now, will they do that, or will they hold that really close, to the chest, like what you're saying, and not provide that data to everyone? I think it would be a travesty. I think it would be horrible if they don't share that information.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Because once again, this planet is not going to live forever. I mean, you see movies based on this and stuff like that, but in reality, we've only been here for a blink of an eye.
Yeah, like exactly.
Has there been previous civilizations of a similar kind? It's more and more evidence, I believe, is starting to come out of something, at least, but we'll have to
Yeah.
wait and see what
Right.
kind of secrets the government will let us know.
Yeah.
And I just feel that we need to be more serious, and there needs to be more collaboration, like I said a few minutes ago, about us being a multi-planet
Yeah.
species.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't think we're gonna have a choice.
No, I agree. You have to have a plan B. We don't have a
Yeah.
plan B right now. And
No.
if the Kessler syndrome or the Kessler effect was ever to take place, where you have
That'd be fun.
one satellite bumping into the next, or one particle into the next, into the next, and the next, and then turning it into a minefield where we can no longer leave the planet, I think that would be a problem too. So there's a lot of issues. Mick says, not surprising, I used to work for a law firm with IP data. IP is intellectual property, if you guys don't know. China was always trying to break into the domain with which we assumed was for IP information all the time. China steals IP continuously. I've been selling on Amazon for close to 2 decades now. Any product, and Mr. Wonderful will tell you the exact same thing over there. You put something out there on Amazon, within 60 days, they've already bought a copy of it, reverse engineered it, and they have 4 companies, which are all owned by the same person, 4 companies selling the exact same thing for half price. So you actually have to make as much money as you can in the first 60 to 90 days, because after that, that product is completely shit. There's nothing you can do anymore. So yeah, and this happens all the time. Valo says, I was born in '67 and read as many sci-fi books as I could to get my hands on, and now that's what I read in books is becoming reality, and that's true. Absolutely, I can't remain indifferent. Yes, I
You
agree. I mean, the stuff that
fanboy.
you fanboy. I mean, I agree. It was, what I grew up with was like this. The stuff that we
Yeah, I loved
saw in
it.
Star Wars and
I
Star
loved it
Trek,
all.
and
Star Trek.
yeah. I mean, just look at the tricorder. Just look at the stuff like with Star Trek. You put you pick something, you flip it open, and now you can see the person. You're talking to them. Like shit. That's this, man. That's
Yeah,
this. That's
you're
this.
right. You're right.
Right? This is what
We
they
just need that transporter thing.
we need. Yeah, so that's what we need, right? We need warp drive. Scotty, we need warp
Yeah. How
drive.
the hell can Star Trek? Star Trek doesn't have to wait for a window to go to Mars.
They didn't need
Why
no
do we gotta
window.
wait for a window?
We need that. We need a
Why don't they go
teleporter.
the other direction
Um,
towards it?
yeah,
I mean, I
exactly.
don't understand that stuff.
No, I
It's
know.
above my mental
Above your pay grade.
capabilities. Yeah.
So
Above
yeah,
my
so
pay grade.
I'm gonna do. People have been asking me to do this video on getting to Mars and why is it so difficult and why is there a window of opportunity that's 780 days, and that window that comes every 780 days is very small, 56 days. I think I
Yeah.
might do a video on this to explain it, because some people, they just don't get it, and that's why we actually have to, or we being SpaceX, has to launch the Starship to Mars in 2026. And there's a window that's only 2 months, shorter than two
Yes.
months, that they have to do it in. And that is
It's
it.
about the why, Joe. Because
It's
I
about
don't
the why.
understand it. That would be an awesome video.
Yeah, I'm going to
If
have to
you
do
could
it.
somehow break it down to a level where normal people like me could understand why the window. I mean, I understand they're all rotating around the sun. Let me put this down. They're all rotating
Yeah.
around the sun and everything.
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
such a long distance away.
It just
I don't
it just
really understand it.
right. It just has to do with trajectory and how how the ellipse go and how we get there. And basically, actually, we overshoot Mars, just so you know, and then Mars kind of pulls in from behind to catch up.
Catches up, yeah.
Yeah, but if we launch just a few days later, Mars is gone. We pull in from behind. Now we have an issue, because someone would say, "Oh, can we just stay right there and wait for it to come back around in 780 days?" No, because right there doesn't exist anymore. This is in 780 days. It's like out here. It's not in the same place coming back around. This is doing this deal.
I don't know how the hell they do that math.
Yeah, so it's all math. It's very easy to calculate. But the thing is what I always thought was fascinating is it's easy to calculate today, but we calculated crap like this in 69, 70 using slide rule. It's like, shut up. Like, like, shut up. Like, so it's definitely doable. It's just it's just a little bit of math. But yeah, I think doing that video, I think it would be a cool video, because people then they'll realize what goes on and why is it so difficult, and what makes it difficult, and why are these windows of opportunity so important for them to hit it. And that's why this period of time, and that's why I've been bitching about this period of time that they've been quote unquote wasting, but they're not, because they're learning in every one of these. But the 6 months where it's just been problem after problem after problem after problem, they're learning. But this time they really need to make this thing work. They really need to make it work, because we're coming towards the end of 2025. The window is 2026. They need to get at least like another 10, 15 of these things going before they launch. I'm gonna guesstimate that they'll probably launch in that window of opportunity at least 2 to 5 starships at Mars. and see how many they can actually get there. Because at that point, it doesn't make too much of a difference, you know. But remember, they need to have refueling worked out too. That means that those Raptor engines that start the vacuum engines need to make sure that those things ignite in space. If not, you're screwed. Period. And you need to have a refueling station up there, meaning that you need to have a SpaceX Starship that sits up in orbit that gets refilled, let's say almost like a tanker, that gets refilled continuously. So then one of the starships that are going to go to Mars can pull up to it, attach to it, reload, unattach, and then head off to Mars, right? So there's a lot that needs to be done in a very short period of time. The window's closing. There's not a lot of time, or they're going to miss it. And then the window of opportunity is going to be gone in 2026. And then they have to wait 780 days into 2028 will be the first opportunity. I hope that does not happen.
So, aren't they working on some kind of new propulsion, like a pulse or something that's non-fuel? So you just stick a nuclear reactor up in there, and then it just farts.
Yeah, yeah, it's just like nuclear farts. Yeah, they have the nuclear fart reactor. I kind of like that name. Maybe we should do a shirt, nuclear fart, nuclear fart propulsion. Yeah, I think so. That'd be good. You just have like a fart come out the back. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're working on propulsion systems have always been a big thing. Pratt Whitney, there's a lot of companies out there constantly working on propulsion systems. It's a very big thing. So yes, they're working on things. The biggest thing that they're working on right now is a Raptor 3, compared to the Raptor 2s that are currently being used. There's still fuel, yes, but look at the difference between the Raptor 1 and a Raptor 3. It's like
that's amazing.
One is spaghetti and one literally looks like it comes out of Star Trek.
Yeah,
you know, it's not even on the same. There's nothing sticking out of it. Not even on the same level.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to have a heat shield or nothing. It could withstand plasma pouring over it with no problem at all, just because it's the material that it's made out of too. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. What is my Mick says the most impressive is that scientists, Kepler and Newton. Yes, Kepler and Newton used math hundreds of years ago early to calculate trajectory of planets. Absolutely. And that's why I always thought, I always thought it was really interesting when you heard people say, oh, the earth is flat. It's like, if you could even rub like 2 pennies together and know that you got 2 and not 3, I mean, you should be able to know that the earth is round just by looking at like the shadow on the moon. I mean, just like simple stuff. But yeah, trajectories and all of this stuff was done, way back in the day, way back. I mean, an abacus, using slide rules and all kinds of stuff. And it just worked. I mean, that's one of the things that I never understood, why the US got, did the whole standard thing instead of doing metric, because metric tens is everything. I could figure anything out by tens, right? But standard is just standard measurement is there to screw the entire world. That was the whole idea, is because it was a way to bring in product into the US, measure with your own measurements, and then screw them based on your measurements instead of theirs. That's basically all it was. So at this point, they should have already did away with it, and the US should be metric just like the rest of the world. That's my personal opinion. It's very easy to do in blocks of 10, just about any kind of calculation.
Yeah, they should be teaching our younger folks a metric system.
There's no reason not to, there's no reason not to, but that gets into a whole nother schooling issue and why we don't school our kids anymore to actually learn. We school kids how to take tests, not actually how to learn something and to rationally figure out things and understand the why behind things. It's always just how to do this, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, how to take this test, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, not the why they're doing what they're doing. So they have not a clue how to actually learn anything. The learning is dead. It's now just like figuring out how to memorize stuff. And the funny thing is the stuff that they make you memorize, or the kids memorize today, in like 10 years, the stuff that they memorize is going to be no longer valid. How many times do we see that, right? It happens all the time, you know. You're memorizing facts that are fiction, basically.
Right.
Facts of today, fiction of tomorrow, you know. Conspiracy of today, fact tomorrow, that kind of thing. So anyways, guys, listen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Shannon, for being here. We'll be back tomorrow. And we'll keep our ear to the ground and see what time they're going to go live. I'll probably do the same thing. I'll throw on the standby so that people can see all of the IFT-1 through 9s, including the Ship 36 boom. I'll throw that in a loop so people know that we're here, and then we'll be back with you tomorrow, hopefully for a launch. Worst case will be the following day. But according to what Shannon says, and he knows, he's locked in. Tomorrow is going to be the day. Yes.
I gotta learn to look at the camera, guys. I was talking to
Look
Joe
at
about
the damn
that.
camera.
I'm so handsome. I enjoy looking over.
You have to look at
myself when I'm
yourself.
talking, you know.
Thank you, Honey Badger. Honey Badgers for being here. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, Gala Girl, everyone, Invisible River. Who else? Oh,
Here we
Mo.
go.
I see Mo is in the house. He is back. Mo
Mo's back.
is here.
He took a little nap. They're talking
took a
solar. Phil's Camping is helping out Galen with solar stuff over here.
That's awesome.
I'm glancing over every now and again. You know, they're just being content over there. You know.
I like it. I like it, guys.
yeah,
That's why we
yeah,
built
yeah.
this community. That's why we built this community. So everyone can hang out. And a lot of times I don't even have to answer the question. Someone else has already answered it for me. So, but
Now,
I'll
why
leave
would Joe
the.
have to kick me, Mo? Why would Joe have to kick me?
That's right.
Mo's saying for you to kick me.
No, I won't do it. Well, thanks a lot, Shannon, for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
I left my calendar open just for you tomorrow.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. And we'll leave the chat going for another 5 minutes and then I'll kill it. So you guys can kind of put in your final adieus. Thanks a lot. We'll see you in the next one. IFTX.
X. I feel like a Power Ranger or something when I do that.
Take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.